everyone. Welcome back to GTA 5. It is that time again where we're going to be, the usual shenanigans, the usual chaos, as you would expect for us lots on this game. There'll be racing, there'll be some silly stuff, don't know what ones, don't know what events we are likely to be doing. I have no plans whatsoever because I never really plan any of this out. Longbow is just punching the air as you do. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Can I boop a car onto the motorway? Maybe. Maybe not. A little bit too soon on the shot there. And also I'm not going to shoot too often, otherwise the police might get angry at us for booping cars around the place. We will, try and not immediately make a terrible mess of the car park. It is, well, possibly one of the cleanest car park meets we've ever had in a while. Krista's just turned up with their truck. That's fine. Relatively. It's all relatively sensible. Would you look at that? Well, Mapsol's doing a wheelie, but other than that, there you go. Right, we shall go and start up a start up a race. I have not decided where we're going to start. I'll try and find something we haven't raced for a little bit of time. We're not going to go there. We're not going to start there. That is for sure. Where do we want to? The survival races are a bit of a iffy one to try and make them behave. What have we got? There are just some really entertainingly named things around here. I don't know if we're doing this one for a while. Sure, we're going to start off with a fairly sensible track that we can see how things go. Future Beck, thank you very much for the subscription. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed for the subscription. Sorry, let me just get this. We shall get this race set up. Right, do all of that. We can do that as well. We will try and get everybody. We'll try and get the filming crew lot connected, and then anyone else is welcome to come and join us here if you would like to take part. To do so, you will need Xbox. You'll need to be on Xbox, sorry, and you will need the enhanced version of the game. Send a message to Ewan, whose game tag is alongside where we have currently highlighted on screen. Send a message to Ewan, and Ewan will try and get you connected as best as we can. We have issues with GTA at times, quite a lot of times, but we will try our very best to get you connected however we can. Fingers crossed, it is going to behave itself today. But honestly, we just never really know. Hopefully we don't have too many of the session made with content by non-friends nonsense going on that we have been struggling with lately, but we will see. Also, if in your message to Ewan to get an invite, include a fact about the 91 Coloni C4 F1 car. Sure, we'll go for an old school 90s. In fact, that car is older than me as well. We'll go for some 90s, very early 90s, of course. Formula 1 cars. Michael, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, good evening, Alex. I broke my leg in 2 places. Do you know what my doctor said? Stay out of those places. Oh, you're definitely going to get a boo from me. Well, you're going to get a boo from me, and probably a boo from chat, and I think you are deserving of said boo. A random person can't think of it. So I dare you guys to do a race where you can only reverse or use a rocket boost. Any car with a boost is allowed. I mean, reverse racing we've tried in the past. It's not very fun. It's not very exciting. I don't think we have anything that can allow an actual rocket boost. And You could maybe coast it long enough, because the rocket boosters need to recharge in between fires. You could maybe... It would need to be a very specific thing, I think, for a rocket thing to work. It could be done, but we don't have anything set or anything ready, unfortunately, for that. Kato, thank you for the bits. Say, I must ask, since tonight's the night, who do you want to win the NASCAR Cup Series? As long as it's not Logano, I don't care. Honestly, I've not really watched this year. I don't even really know who's in it. I've not been following it. I have not been following the NASCAR this year, which is it's just how it goes. I can't keep up with everything, and yeah, that one has fallen by the wayside a little bit. But as long as it's not Logano, I don't care. Blaney, I'd be okay. I'd be okay with Blaney winning, to be honest. I always relatively liked Blaney, so yeah, I'd be fine with that one. Just as long as it's not Logano, I am okay with that, pretty much. What are we going to drive here? Sure, we'll go with sedans. I mean, the great thing about NASCAR is they all go on YouTube, so I can go back and watch it while, once Formula 1 is done, I can go and catch up on the NASCAR. I presume they still put it on YouTube. I hope they do. I can go and watch it on there and catch up. I don't know if Ann Gisbergen's running it full time next year. I might start watching. I probably will start watching it if he's running it full time. I know he's running the Xfinity series this year. Probably will end up watching it then. But yeah. It is good to all be on YouTube, though, because, I can just go catch up whenever. I'm gutted that Formula E is no longer showing on YouTube, because I was actually starting to really enjoy that, and then they put it on whatever garbage channel I've got to pay even more money for, as if I don't pay enough for all the blooming Sky channels. And, yeah, now I don't watch it, pretty much. Which is a shame, because, I did like Formula E when I was able to watch it, which... Yeah, it didn't like Formula E to start with. It was terrible, but it got much better. And yeah, I was hoping to watch this year, but oh well. Yeah, kind of a shame. Maybe I want 6 laps. Quite a long lap. We'll go 5 laps just because I don't know how. Yeah. TNT Sports is the one showing Formula E, but I've got to pay even more money on top of the already huge amount of money I pay to be able to watch the Formula 1, and I'm just not. I'm not buying TNT for Formula E because that's just silly at that point. So yeah, it's a real shame. It is a real shame on that one. Drake, thank you for the bits. Saying tonight, I request Brazens a normal oval, please. I don't think we've ever run it. We don't know what it is. I don't think we ever actually have run it. So, probably won't run that one, simply because we don't even know if it works at this point. So, yeah, there we go. We might have a look at... We can find a brazen track that we do know does work, pretty much. Right, it is time to go racing. We will get our first race off and underway here. Dirty, relatively good car. We'll remember this one. Well done, Aaron. We've barely got going, and Aaron has already managed to find a way to escape the circuit. Like, honestly, that is very, very impressive right there. Oh, God, it's all got a bit squished down there. I was actually slightly worried about missing a checkpoint, but Owen is, very good track builder. Normally, make sure it is difficult. We normally find ways to miss. If there's a way to miss a checkpoint, someone finds a way during one of these. I think I remember this circuit. I think we remember racing it with the champion as the supercar option. Maybe it was this one or something along these lines. Oh, with the champion. Either way, we are looking. Oh, Valentine has hit the barrier on the inside and been launched to space. We are going to the outside, but there's not really. I was hoping that was going to become the inside. It was not. It was really not. So yeah, we kind of had a look, but nothing was going to be giving over there. Be careful running out too wide there, because you're going to get stuck with a wall in the way. Oh, Absol's going to fire up the inside and make a pass stick. We will then, though, get a much better launch on the exit here and fire ourselves towards this group. Chris with a huge slipstream could not stop. Yeah, I mean, Chris was going considerably faster than the rest of us in that one, and Gliska was the unlucky one that, would end up catching the side, or well, get caught, I should say, by Chris. Then we've got a big straight down here, but it heads towards a tight hairpin. I do remember this. We can look around the outside, but you're always just going to run out of room through there. And I think this is the track for the race champion. Don't remember that. Yeah, it's kind of worth a go, but you can end up in a little spot of bother on the outside there. Oh, Ewan has tried to get to the inside of Absol and just mistimed it. Chaos has befallen the tunnel in this one. We will try and get in the slipstream of these two. That would be wonderful as we head up towards, I think, the end of the lap. We can sweep across, and I believe that will be, well, we will lead the first lap. Would you look at that? That is, I'll take it. I will take it. I mean, we've got, of course, catch up and slipstream. Lead is going to change hands plenty of times throughout this race. Childish is going to go to the inside here. I am not too fussed about fighting this. We can try and cut back underneath. Would be the way to go there, but I just didn't quite have the momentum to make that work. Got this thing. Certainly can shift when it's in the slipstream. When it gets the right amount of slipstream pull, it really does fire itself forward. Side by side, of course, no one's really going to be gaining any advantage. We're just going to be allowing Danger Man to catch up, who is here, as is a whole big group of cars. There's a lot of cars here going to be forming up to try and have a go at getting to the lead of this race, which is to be expected. There goes Danger Man. Danger Man was the first one to get some, say, a good slipstream. We tried. Danger Man with a little bit of a curb boost on the exit there. Was able to just keep ahead of us. We are out wide. Oh, Shadow with a bit of understeer ended up. Oh, Gliska is going to just about get in front through there. We will then. It won't matter too much for me because we can just launch ourselves not quite as fast to the inside as Chris managed to. Although we aren't quite going to get this one completed here. Danger Man is battling away with Gliska. Oh, was it Danger Man or Charlie? I'm not sure. One of the red cars was battling away with Gliska through that one. We can try and nick the curb a little bit, and Gliska is going to probably, say, find a way past. I mean, you kind of stall out at this point, and as we head towards the hairpin, I mean, it will be fairly straightforward. Well, I say we'll be able to keep the place. There will be a sort of cutback from Gliska, not quite able to do it. Then the red cars are going to rejoin this battle. This section here does start getting quite narrow. You've got to be a little bit careful through all of this. Sorry, Childish. Gliska trying to make it 3 wide and trying to avoid out of that crash, and we ended up in front of another red car. The final corner here is a difficult one. It's just because we're like 2 and 3 wide. Childish has just got absolutely nowhere to go at the moment. We're going to lead lap number 2 as well. Whether that's going to be able to continue or not. Well, I didn't really want to turn in, but I couldn't. I couldn't not turn in because Gliska was there, and I couldn't really turn in because Danger Man was there. So that was a bit of a dangerous, awkward one. We survived it though. We came out the other side in one piece. That is what matters. So a little bit of a breakaway group at the front, and there's a little gap back. So I'm going to get Shadow leading a secondary group. We will be out of the draft momentarily, fall to 3rd, but that's fine. I'm hoping with a good exit and with a slipstream off of Gliska, we're going to be able to fight our way back. Not quite past. Oh, hey Chris, how's it going? Chris gave us just a little hurry-up bump through that one. We will get our car to the inside, and it's not quite going to be. Oh, Chris, you've got to be so careful on that one. There's definitely some danger there. We're still going 3 wide through a lot of these corners. Me and Danger Man, a little bit of contact through that one. Got to be careful. I don't want to brake check the cars directly behind me, but equally I have got to try and get my car off the corner. Danger Man almost acting as a ramp for Chris, which I'm surprised to see the deities ramping off of each other. We got a great run. Once again, we're a very good run down here. That is going to be enough to promote us to the lead of the race. Dangerman had a good run to the other side of Gliska, but was being harassed by Chris for a lot of that. That is too wide through there. Going to really struggle with momentum through here. Chris has clonked the hay bale, as often someone does. It's really, really easy to do in that section. Our turn with a big slipstream through here. Childish through the middle with even more momentum than we had, because we just didn't have a particularly big slipstream toe. Oh. It's really difficult when you are on the outside to turn in for that corner. If you take what would be the normal racing line, you really have to like swing into that corner, but you are relying on nobody having missed their braking point, because it's very easy to miss your braking point in that section. It is side by side heading in towards the tunnel. Childish will get off of that corner better than me. Salmon is going to take the lead of the race, I think, down here. Now, we once again get a really, really good run here. Unfortunately, it's not quite going to be good enough. We're not going to be... Well, we might be able to lead the race. Not quite. Gliss has got a good run on the outside there. Liam also on that wide line. Don't hit the tree. There is not a huge amount of space here. It's 3 wide. Childish is going to have to back out of it at some point, because he's just going to run out of road through this one on that wider line. Oh, God, slipstream pull. Just wanted to drag us into the braking zone. Although the only good news about it is we have at least got off the corner pretty well, and we have got the momentum where Liam did not. We will promote ourselves up into the lead of the race. It has been a manic one. This has been an absolutely manic race, which is what you want to start things. It's been pretty good so far. Not gonna, don't want to speak too soon. Liam is going to have a go to the inside. I'm hoping to try and keep some momentum up on the wider line here. Sometimes you can get away with it a little bit, which is what we are managing to do at the moment. Gliska is now going to go even wider. It's three wide on the exit of this one. Gliska will get past. Salmon snuck to the inside. Dangerman, well, he's now the outside through here. Dangerman is looking for a way past as well. Will struggle with lack of momentum coming off of that corner. Wasn't initially going to have a look, but the gap opened up for us, and it would be rude not to try and profit from that one. We have tended to be relatively good through here, but this time around we are just too far away for a big slipstream pull, although it has now come. It is a little bit late in the day. Gliska struggled to pull that one up in time, and Salmon was unfortunately caught up in that. We have found a way past Childish, but in doing so let Liam get a little bit away in this, which is not what we would want. There goes Chris. Now, that actually does kind of help me out in some ways, because as Chris goes past, there will be a nice slipstream trail left for me to follow. Chris really, really, really wanted to chase us across the track there. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why Chris really had to. Why Chris chose to chase us across the track that hard on that one. Because it didn't really help either of us. Like I was committed and already going very fast at that point. I can't make my car suddenly disappear. It seemed like a bit of a... I mean, on the final lap maybe, but then you would be better off trying to... We still have got 1 lap. Oh well. Either way, we're still in the fight. We are still very much in the fight as we head around the final corner. 1 more lap to go. Chris and Liam have made contact a little bit, nothing major. There's still some bumping. It is definitely some touring car contact. Childish and Liam have got connected through there, and now it's 4 wide, and no one really wants to yield through all of this. Chris is going to get squeezed towards the wall. It's got very touring car-y. In fact, it's also got more. It's more got banger racing at this point. We'll try and give Gliska a hell of a bump draft there, but it didn't really work at that point. Gliska got a bit hung out to dry through there. I mean, we can have really, really good momentum, but where the hell are you going to put the car? It's 4 wide. Cannot do that. I mean, I backed out of it as soon as I could in all of this. Dangerman is now trying to get involved. Shadow is there having a look. Gliska and Chris have gone around the back end of the sort of hotel part, but I mean, we had a good momentum, but just nowhere to really use it at that point. I have a feeling these final few corners are going to get very, very busy. We've got a great shot here. Chris is once again going to defend down there. Fair enough. We are going to go for trying to get a good exit, but of course, as much as we do get a good exit there, it's put us in a difficult spot through here. because I've not really got any slipstream or any curb boost, and I can't really get across. Oh, and we've been punted into the wall. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen, and Liam just tagged the back of us. Tiny bump, and the game just decided to say, screw you. I love it. GTA for you. What a game. What a game. I feel like whoever decided to put a crash enhancement script should be forced to have all of their races ruined. Whenever they play a driving game, all of their races should be ruined by completely arbitrary accidents. Because like that one there is so dumb. The game just decided what it was going to do was steer my car left, and yeah, I mean, it was an unintended bump. It was the tiniest of bumps from Liam, and GTA just decided to make it into a really big deal. And I can see how today is going to go on this one. That is it. We fought at the front for 4.5 laps, and yeah, the game just decided, nope, no fun for you anymore. It's really annoying. It's really annoying that. I really hope that the crash enhancement script does not exist in GTA 6. It probably will, because, you know, why would... Oh, no. I was going to go over there to try and stop Longbow getting slipstream, although Javi kind of made a mess of it, but also... Javi made a mess of it. Longbow was trying to do the same thing, to try and get the same thing that I did, and we it all went very silly. That's quite a funny ending. Well done, Javi. Oh, I mean, all of us... The thing is, we all went out wide trying to... like break the toe for the car behind, and we all went out wide because Small Man punted me through that. Someone else punted me through that as well as Longbow, so kind of yeah, that line is dangerous, and that is the reason why I took it. The reason why we took that line was to make that really difficult to for a following car. Just unfortunately, we were committed to it at the point where... When did Javi actually end up? Oh, down in 20th. Oh, dear. I'm sold with fastest lap of the race in 17th. There we go. That was definitely something. I mean, it is a tough track. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, definitely. A difficult track, that. Christian in Sweden saying, well, today's races go like yesterday's colony. Honestly, my GTA luck in silly races and so on has been really good. My GTA luck in sensible races has been shocking as of late. Really has been very, very bad indeed. So, yeah, we will see how it goes. If you are wanting to take part in these races, you are more than welcome to do so. Send a message to Ewan on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of the game to be able to take part. Ewan will try and get you connected as best as possible. Yeah, we will see how it goes and everything. But yeah, we'll try and get people connected as best as possible in this one. Right. Core, I think, the bits saying 1927. Oh, for God's sake, there's just a lot of numbers in this. It's a train fact. I can't be bothered to read a lot of numbers at this point. Thank you for the bits, Cora. Crane might be excited about that. It's just some dates and some numbers. Doug, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 7th month. A rolled car salute to you from chat. So my wife said her new laptop was the Swiss Army knife of computers. She sure was mad when I used it to open a can of soup. Well, there we go. Yeah, that would probably not go so well. That would not go so well at all. Oh, was it a Carfax? It might have been a Carfax. It's just so many numbers. Right. Let's go and race some sports classic cars. I don't know if we're waiting for anybody. No idea. We are going to gonna go and see what happens. Yeah, very very fiddly circuit, this one. Overtaking, you've got to sort of pick and choose where you where you want to get passes done. I would like to have a decent. If we pretend this is a 6-lap race, maybe that's the trick. We're going to pretend that this is a 6-lap race, so we don't get screwed on the final lap. I mean, not that we would have won the previous race, because on the penultimate lap we were like 4th or something. But we're going to pretend that it's a 6-lap race. Right. The Ardent, I generally like the Ardent. Normally a pretty good Sumo car. We are all the way at the back. Great. Not that it matters too much, unlike Forza Motorsport, for example, where this would be a death sentence. On GTA 5, it is still bad. Did everybody get a boost start? I think the entire field did. Good job, everybody. You will see a lot of cars scattering, because it's always a just in case one of the vehicles ahead of you manages to have an accident. You kind of, oh dear. And that is the downside of starting further back, is if someone does have an accident like that, what on earth are you doing? There are clearly cars alongside you there. You know, I got nowhere to go. We have very much done the, well, you're going to wreck, so I'm just going to clear you out of the way. And we did manage to use the Ardent as the Ardent, relatively scoopy car, if needs be. Right, me and Ewan not had a great start in this, so let's go and try and work our way forward. Like, I don't actually mind. You will notice sometimes through these corners that are relatively quickly. You will notice that I will sometimes try to sit back a little bit, and there is a reason why I do that, and that is predominantly to get slipstream. If I would follow you incredibly closely, you don't really get the full effect of the slipstream. Plus, at a corner like that that's quick, in slipstream you might end up going understeering straight off into the wall. So sometimes it is worth holding back and... Oh, where is that car going to be? Okay, that's fine. It is actually relatively well out of the way there. Didn't know if it was. But yeah, through some of these quick corners, if I'm following a car, we'll sit back for a second just to try and get a good run on the slipstream. It does, yeah, it does work. It can be quite useful to get that speed on the exit. And we're up into 7th place. Considering we started dead last and there was a mess at the first corner, I will take 7th place at the end of the opening lap, pretty much. Childish is a little bit further back from us. I mean, it won't be long. By the end of next lap, provided we don't crash, we will probably be joined with the lead group, and it won't be long until Childish is joined as well. That is, you know, how the slipstream and catch-up works. Could have been faster through there, that's for sure. Dangerman is going to join us as well. We'll get a little bit of a curb boost through that one. Now, how much grip does the Ardent have? Whoa, not that much. Well, I mean, it did have enough. It did have enough, but the bounce on the curb was just enough to overload the tyres and send it round, which, yeah, didn't think we were going to have. It turned in and it had enough grip, but just the bumps caused it to let go, which is a little bit unfortunate. Ewan is on that wide line, going to run out of grip, trying to make that one work. Salmon's got it wrong into the wall. We will see a little bit of curb boosting from the cars down here. I mean, we're trying to catch the 2 red vehicles ahead. I mean, we may still find ourselves getting close to the lead group by the end of this lap. Just might take a lap longer than initially anticipated. Ewan can have a look to the inside. I don't think you're going to be able to hold that one, though, because I think you're going to struggle too much with understeer through all of that. Oh, whoa, that's me and Valentine, and possibly even Ewan found that bump there. Valentine, I definitely think, found it. Ewan, the fact that Ewan didn't go soaring past makes me suspect Ewan also struggled with that bump. This circuit is definitely bumpy, and it is definitely causing issues for the Ardent. I don't think the Ardent is a particularly bad car for dealing with the bumps. I think it's just very quickly hitting the bumps. And because there's so much speed in the Ardent, we are hitting them just that much harder than some other cars, and that's what's upsetting it. We've got to be aware of these things. Oh no, that's too fast into there. I'm hoping, though, we might be able to, on the exit, get a good slipstream behind Javi and make the most. The slipstream just died at the critical point. Ewan and Fred are too far back. Well, that is the battle for the lead. Shadow has just taken it away from possibly Liam. Oh, Javi is going to make that corner, but we are going to find a way past. Oh, Ewan and Fred have had an accident in a weird place. Oh, don't do that. Okay, it's fine. All is good. All is good. Don't upset the very, very quick Ardent. Be aware of the bumps in the final corner. We got into trouble with that one last. I mean, this is basically where we were. We were a little bit closer to the lead group than we were last lap around. We were just about. Let's be able to see Aaron. It's that bump. It's kind of the curb. It's not hitting the curb that's the problem. It's kind of like the secondary bump. Maybe it's when you sort of fall off the curb and rejoin the track. That's the bit that was causing the Ardent problems. We carried a lot of speed through that section. Not so great coming up the hill, but good enough to consolidate our place. Oh, bit too brave. Bit too brave through there. By the looks of it, Aaron possibly followed me in that one, which is not what you want. Don't follow me in crashing into a wall. Never a good idea. It's just not what you need. Just not what you need in this. It's Gliska versus Liam up front, then Childish and Danger Man, then Shadow. We will be about to now join in this group. We have had, mercifully, kind of a quiet run through there. I had to panic and get on the brakes because we were carrying so much momentum, but there is now a bunch of cars in front of us. Aaron will probably rejoin this group by the end of the lap if we're going to fight this hard. Oh, Liam and Gliska got connected together and carted off to the side of that one. We should get around the outside of Childish there fairly nicely. Whoa, that bump. Always going to be a little bit wary of the bumps down here. We can get big slipstream on Danger Man. Childish will then get the draft on us as well, and we'll probably get past, and they do, although they clonk the wall on the outside. I unfortunately cannot be there to make the most of it. Well, at that particular juncture. Oh, Danger Man is there with the push. There's not really anywhere to go though. Danger Man's like just a little bit too close to really utilise some slipstream, whereas Gliska from much further back was able to get a much bigger run on all of us. Oh, Childish is going to try and look around there. Oh, it's a difficult one. Difficult one to pull off, and we're all taking all sorts of different lines and all trying to be aware of, you know, other cars having a look for a way past in different spots. This is an unusual spot for a manoeuvre, but we're going to make it work, even if the back end was complaining quite heavily in all of that. Gliska's then going to have a look through here. Cat has had an explosion. I don't even quite know where and how to manage that one, but fair play. Danger Man is going to really, really struggle on such a tight line. Gliska's going to get sent the long way round, which is what you would want to do on the final lap of the race, is you can curb boost and you can avoid any slipstream through there. I mean, we got 3 wide through the final corner, and everyone made it all very much okay. As we come up the hill, we will have a good run, and that will put me up to the lead of the race. Once again, the back end wants to complain, but does at least stay on the circuit. Danger Man is going to look to that side. I can't really go chasing after Gliska too much because there'll be a red car there. It doesn't matter a crazy amount. We're still in a strong place here. We have got Longbow has come to join the party. Didn't see Longbow join the group, but they very much are here. We will follow Gliska through this section. This section here is not really... This bit here might be an overtaking spot, and we have very much made the most of it. Gliska. But the reason you might take that line that Gliska took is a kind of bail out of trouble line. Less cars are going to go over there. It is slightly slower by the looks of it, but you are less likely to be involved in an accident. So, you know, there is some safety in the more unusual of lines through there. I mean, we will head over here and make Gliska go the long way around. Not that it really matters, though, because this will have enough slipstream that it won't matter too much. Longbow is going to pass for second, but he's not going to possibly be able to hold that because they went too deep into the corner. We will then retake that second, and that second is going to become the lead of the race. Wonderful stuff. That will do very nicely for me, and it's, well, 3 wide further back. There's a bit of a breakaway group now forming up at the front. Liam and Gliska just seem to be magneted to each other. That's the 2nd or 3rd time I've seen the exact same crash where they have got caught on each other and been carted off towards the wall. Right. Although Liam has got away from this one a little bit better than last time. Thought about trying to have a dive to the inside. I mean, I've got the best run of everybody in this little group. Couldn't actually climb up the curb there. But it's going to be on the wrong side through here. Final lap of the race, I might not have yielded there. However, I don't know though, because it might actually still work out quite well for us here, depending on everything. Oh, back end really wanted to spit sideways. Had to have a big lift through this one. Liam is going to get themselves to the front of the field. Danger Man will chase up the hill. We've got a really good run up the hill. However, it's already side by side for the lead. Not going to be able to do anything there. Can we get any slipstream on the exit part here? Not really. Childish is going to get a better run. Danger Man is kind of being a bit blocked in here by me and Childish. Oh, tagged Liam. Liam had a big wiggle. Kept it together, though. Kept it together and will punch off that corner well enough to stay just in front. God, no. Didn't want to turn down onto Longbow through here. It's been a little bit, again, a lot bit hectic. Liam is going around the back. I don't know why people are liking the around the back of the hotel kind of entrance part there. Clearly is not faster, but Liam did, at least keep it out of trouble. Now Liam is to the inside. I'm trying not to upset the rear of the Ardent. It is a very, very easy thing to do to get the car sliding around. We've got off of there quite nicely. And there goes the back end. Right, we've got a great slingshot down here. That will get us past Childish very nicely indeed. That will put me to the lead of the race with a third of a lap to go or something like that. I don't quite know how much of the lap is left to go, but we've got a big group of cars. There is a lot of cars that are now lining up to join in this battle. There is Childish and Ewan. Ewan is all the way to the inside in this one. Not sure Ewan is likely to send it, so we will give space on the inside for a car. Ewan could not make it work down there. We have got a few more corners to go in all of this one. We're going to head into the tunnel. We might lead into the tunnel. I think we will. No, a red car had a look. Couldn't quite do it. Liam is going to be there trying to have a look around the outside and will take the lead of the race away, but bumps the wall and then bumps the wall and comes off the wall in front of me. That kills all of our momentum. I don't think it's going to go our way here, unfortunately, unless there is a very, very big wreck. We're going to absolutely send the car. Liam clipped the wall and spun. We centred and I think we got third. Gliska may have stolen victory, and they did on the line. We had the right idea. Liam off the wall. Brushed the wall and just killed my momentum, pretty much. Everyone's pushing hard. I can't do very much about that one. Everything's happened so quickly, and, Liam's on the limit as well. So, there we go. Yeah, Gliska. Well, me and Gliska had the right idea. We kind of used that slingshot line around the outside and jump through that, over the footpath. Would take Gliska to victory, would take me to third. Liam, unfortunately, just clipped the the wall on that one while pushing hard and spun. Would end up down in 8th, which is, unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. So, there we go. Well done, Gliska, for taking victory in that one, managing to sneak around. So yeah, let's get the victory from Childish. We were third ahead of Danger Man. Then Longbow, Ewan, Valentine, Liam ended up in 8th. They had Salmon and Shadow would round out the top 10. Salmon with the fastest lap of the race. The only one in the 2:08s. Aaron just missed out on the top 10. And there you go. That was that was a very, very manic race. That's a tough track. Fun track. I haven't done that track for a while, but it is definitely a good circuit. Yeah, there we go. Cat, thank you very much for the bits. As I accidentally exploded trying to park it on the overpass and falling off. Oh, that's how you did it. That's how you managed to do it, right? Fair enough. Well done. There's always one. There is always one that manages to do that. Cora, I think, is a bit saying sorry about the mess. It's turn 3, and after it, I gave myself a 10-second penalty. I hope the FA stewards agree that was enough. Yeah, I think fair. I mean, it's very easy to make. At the start of these races, when everyone's bunched up, and that's the start of that one area is particularly narrow, so it is quite easy for those to end up sort of tightening up and causing some issues at some point. Is just how it goes. But there we go. Hydra Commander, thank you a bit. Saying I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day. That is definitely going to be a boo. To you, from me, from chat. Maybe a bit too fast. Or poorly aimed. Not sure. I mean, look, we're helping Chris. We actually have been helpful. Would you look at that? Believe it or not, can sometimes be helpful. You know, just occasionally. Oh, the shadow wasn't moving? I was expecting that to still be moving. There we go. That's better. Hello. Right. Shall we? I mean, I literally didn't shoot your car, and that's what I get. I guess next time. I guess next time then I shoot your car. I just wanted to boop a car over. And that was it. Right. Let us go and see. Now, Brazen's oval thing, we don't really know what it is and if it works. So, we are instead going to go to a silly Brazen track of some description. Haven't decided what Brazen circuit we're going to go to just yet. Not that one. Because we don't want to. And it's yeah, not great. It was a very, very silly idea. That was actually a genuinely good circuit. That one didn't work, and it was a silly one. But yeah, what have we got? What will be the first Highway Glitchfest? No, I don't think we've been to Highway Glitchfest for a little while. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. As always, we should always say happy birthday to Brazen. It is just the rules. It is just the rules. We will invite everyone from the last job. If you do want to take part, you can. Yeah, you can do so by sending a message to Ewan, whose game tag is alongside where we have highlighted. You need to be on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of the game. Send Ewan a message, and he will try to get you connected. There is absolutely no guarantee that it's going to work, but we will try our very best. Also, I heard a cat sneezing in the background. I think it was Cass, but I have no proof that it was. Are you okay over there, Cass? Yeah, he just wandered off to the water bowl, so I'm going to say that it was probably him. But there we go. Oh yeah, and when you message Ewan for an invite, do include a fact about the 91 Coloni F1 car, just because. Drake, thank you for the bits, saying hi, Cass. Indeed. Hello, Cass. Eve is also sat behind. I don't know what Eve's up to. She's just having a clean on the floor. Hydra, thank you for the bits. Saying I've been watching for about 4 or so years. Love the content. Oh, well, thank you very much indeed. I am very, very glad to hear it. Right, what class do we want to run? So generally, we have a rule. We have the rule with this one. You can drive what you want from the car. So you can run whatever you fancy from this. That's fine. However, you are not allowed to run an armoured car. The rest of it is fair game, but yeah, you can. You just aren't allowed to run an armoured car. I'm going to guess like there's an armoured Karuma would probably be the only thing here in the sports category. But yeah, don't run an armoured car. Is the short version of it. It won't be the most balanced, but also this is not the most sensible thing. So yeah, you know, it's not going to be very sensible. So there we have it. Core, I think it's saying hippos are noisy creatures. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. And it can make a wonderful range of sounds. Hippo calls can be very loud. The sounds have been measured at 115 decibels and can be heard from several kilometres away. Hippos often call in response to one another, especially at nights when they leave the water to graze. These calls apparently help identify themselves to other hippos. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, I guess big animals probably make sense. They would make a lot of sound and everything. But yeah, that's probably not the biggest of surprises, particularly. But yeah, obviously, rather loud animals. Right. Hello, Eve. speaking of loud animals, that's Eve in the morning when she wants food. She has been fed this evening. She did just have a little chirp. What are you doing, Eve? You're just prowling around. Hello. Hello. I agree. You have, she has come to sit on my lap and get in the way of everything. Right, I'm going to start a race, Eve. Are you going to behave yourself? Why am I asking? I don't know why I'm asking. Because the chances of you behaving yourself are very slim. You're going to circle around, get yourself comfy, and sit on my wrist. Yep, okay, that's fine. Though who needs a weighted blanket when you can have an Eve who just decides she wants to sit on various bits? This is fine. If I suddenly veer the car off to the side, I'm going to blame Eve for having headbutted the analog stick. Oh, Eve, you're going to wrap the microphone wire around your tail. Eve, could you just sit still? Like, I don't mind you sitting here while I'm streaming. It's perfectly okay. You are allowed to sit here while I stream, but I do need you to sit still. Nope, you're still spinning around in circles. Christ. What do I want to drive here? Actually, if it's on, that's what I want to drive here. Eve, claws in hand. Please behave. I want to drive a Revolter. Because a Revolter is quick, but most importantly, a Revolter is strong. So, yeah. Yes, Eve, hello. I haven't forgotten about you. But we have got a good old trusty Revolter. Drake and Cora, thank you for the bits. We're saying hi to Eve. Yeah, Eve is here. She is sat on my lap and is currently staring at the drinks bottle. You can't have Coke. I'm just going to tell you now. No Coke for you. Right, we are off. We are underway. Chimera a little bit slow away. Now, I am going to not do this, because I know what happens on this jump. Many of those cars are about to overshoot the checkpoint. Some are not. Whoa! Shadow has got into trouble. Yeah, they knew a bunch were going to. There were so many people around there, I just figured, oh, Fred missed a checkpoint. Yeah, I mean, we come out of all of this in 9th place, which, you know, it's not the best start. We went so far back on the grid, it was just a safer option. Really. Erraticus, thank you very much for the super chat. I shall read that one in a minute. Ladin, thank you very much also for the super chat, generous super chat. Just saying cheers, thank you so much. It is always greatly appreciated indeed. I shall read stuff properly though when I am not racing around the highway glitchfest. It is a very, very silly track, this one. No traffic. Well, there's some traffic. Tried to kill Gliska. Oh well. I wanted to try. Oh, we'll ride. Land it. Okay, we actually did land it. So I saw the traffic coming and I was desperately trying to pull the car across, but I couldn't because Gliska was in the way. I wasn't trying to wipe out Gliska in that one. I saw the car coming towards us and I knew we needed to move. So, yeah, unfortunately Gliska wanted to go the other way, and yeah, miscommunication caused us some grief. We have come out of all of this in 3rd place. There is Cora, also driving a Revolter. Not sure who is leading the way in this one. Who is it? Charlish is leading the way at the moment. Oh, something exploded. Well, we were about to try and go to the inside. Cora, I just don't think realised we were there, which is understandable, really. Are you going to block the route I want to go? No, you're not. That's fine. I don't really... I mean, I'd probably be okay over the jump. I do generally prefer to avoid it, if at all possible, owing to... You don't want to end up jumping over the checkpoint, pretty much. Charlies with a relatively clean run is always helpful. Whoa, round the back of the Buffalo there. We are out wide, but that's fine. Whoa, where are they going to go? It's just guesswork at this point. Really is a lot of guesswork. Figure out where they are going to be. I mean, this is a tough spawn set. It's not the very worst, but we've got mules, which are always big and awkward. There's a Buffalo. I think so. Whoa, I don't know where that's going. Danger Man has exploded. Gliska's going to go for an overtake. And had to either back off or get wiped out by a traffic car. Not sure which. Gliska will use a slipstream though to get past here. We are in a relatively safe line on the outside there. Less safe through here. No real easy way to do this. Oh, so close. So close through there. Oh dear. Oh no, it pinged off the wall and bounced away from us. Oh, we are going very fast and very dangerously through the traffic. We have navigated it all though in one piece. There is Fred, who I guess has had a really bad time of things. We are 7 seconds behind Childish. Now, a lot can change on this circuit. It does not take much for an unfortunate... Oh, like something like that, for example, just for a car to appear in a really awkward spot, can very, very easily ruin your race. So there is Childish. We can see them in the distance. Catch-up isn't the most powerful on this circuit. While it is fast, a lot of the time you are on boost pads, which kind of negates the catch-up effect. So yeah, it isn't the most significant, but like here, for example, we will be going quicker than Childish. So there is a chance, but of course, a lot of that does depend upon luck. You need a lot of luck here. By the looks of it, Childish is lagging a little bit, because that car was in the wall and then wasn't. That's going to make it difficult. Cars despawning, and I don't know where they are. I'm hoping they're not going to respawn in front of me directly. Why on earth did that just turn into me? Like, why did it do that? That does make, thankfully, wasn't catastrophic, but that really does make my life more difficult if they're going to do that. I can spy the red car in front. Oh, I've made a bad choice here. Oh, no, we got wiped out from a car. The car behind it wiped it out. Oh, tried to fit through a very narrow gap. Should have gone the other way in that one, really. Well, but, you know, hindsight is a brilliant thing. Ugh, that's not what the sight you want to see going into the bridge. Where is the traffic here? I don't know if you're functioning. Sometimes you get wrecks of cars and you're just not sure if they are still functioning cars or not. There's a mule going the wrong way. I mean, the right way for us, but there is a mule doing things a mule should not be doing, and that's just bizarre. We were gaining on Childish this lap, and then it is yeah, then it has just gone away with a little bit of misfortune later on in the lap there. 2 more times around. I mean, we are hoping for Childish getting some issues, essentially. Because I don't think we... In the time, we can't make that up. Like, the physical gap we cannot make up without a lot of luck. We do need some of it. Well, I mean, these are the sort of races where you do sometimes get it. All it takes is a mule to turn in a direction that the game doesn't like. All it takes is one mule doing something unexpected, and that could save me. There is all sorts of stricken cars around the place. There is a stricken mule. There are random kind of almost debris piles around the place. There's more like abandoned cars down here. Not exploded cars even, just abandoned cars. Which does make it quite difficult to figure out sometimes. God, what is the line through here? Okay, there is a line through that bit. Whoa. We have found, at least, unfortunately for me, any of these lines Childish is finding just as well as we are. I see a red car, but it's not the car. That is that mule going to do? Don't know. Actually punted debris out of the way for me. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. The debris fields, they are definitely there. We have caught Childish. There's a very wrecked car. Half phased in the floor. We've caught Childish by a decent margin this lap around, but it is not enough alone. We are still hoping and needing a miracle of some sort. Okay, it is clear to go down here. There has been a miracle! Childish has had an accident on the jump. I was going to say, the car in the distance suddenly looks very different, but there's definitely some lag going on. There has been a miracle. There will be a battle for the lead as we go into the final lap of the race through all the traffic we had. I mean, the Revolters are 1 and 2 at the moment. Possibly even 3 as well. I believe Cora is in a Revolter, although they have got company for now. And I wonder, well, I'm going to presume Childish had an accident on the jump of some description. That mule is in a terrible place, but we are able to navigate through here. No problem at all, as is that FQ2. Oh, Buffalo absolutely sent it through there. Right, into the boost pads. Me and Charles have gone separate sides. Whoa! There is a Drake. Well, me and Charles are now swap side. I was more thinking about clattering into the back of Drake's car. Oh, well, it's okay. We've got going. We got scooped by Childish, but there's not much they could have done in that one. Oh, traffic everywhere, cars everywhere, as is the way on the highway glitchfest. Oh dear, we're going to have to send it. Oh, and we have got very lucky through that one. Oh no, can't. Oh, well, that's done it. That has done it. Somehow Childish got away from that, considering we went under and scooped him. Unfortunately for us, lapped traffic killed us. It wasn't even actual AI cars. We got a big wheelie, and yeah, there we go. Oh, disappointing. Disappointing. We got there, we fought valiantly, and we did catch up, but just unlucky. Unlucky at the end. Yeah, I don't quite know how Childish got away without losing too much time in that. Very, very lucky, considering. But yeah, the big wheelie cost us. If the big wheelie had come down at a more useful point, would have been good had we not tangled with the lamppost. Could have been worse because we could have been flung the wrong side of the motorway and got really stuck. So, you know, I guess I'll take it. We do get fastest lap of the race though at a 43.1. Revolters first, second and fourth by the looks of it. Drafter up in third and fifth. Sultan Classic and Liam is sixth ahead of Salmon. Ewan, Javi maybe get a top 10. We will have to wait and see as the race will come towards a close because we're finished, but we're a long way ahead of everything. Yeah, we will. Oh, there is. Speaking of, there is Javi trying to get going. Oh, I don't know what the camera's doing. I didn't press anything. I didn't think. Game. Okay, apparently it wanted to show me what Aaron was up to. For reasons, sure. Why not? It looks like Javi's going to finish ninth and Longbow will round out the top 10, barring anything else. Yeah, the Highway Glitch Fest. Always entertaining. Always entertaining. A Hydra, thank you, Bits, for saying Cora in the top 5. Woohoo! Yeah, well done, Cora. Well done indeed. We saw them for a while at the start. We managed to pull clear of that little group. As sort of Whisker and Cora were battling over third and fourth. Oh, there is an Oracle or a whatever, not an Oracle, whatever it was. I've immediately lost it. Oh, Drafter is not having much luck through there. Oh, and off goes the Coquette, flying through the air. What a fitting finish. I was going to go read. Erratic. Thank you very much for the super chat. Saying I was playing a game of Scrabble with the family earlier when my young cousin reached into the box and ate a load of the tiles. When he next goes to the bathroom, it could spell disaster. Oh, I mean, I like that one. I do like that one. I mean, I don't even want to boo that one. I think that one was good. I think that one was pretty good. So yeah, well done to you, Michael. Thank you for the super chat saying I don't enjoy computer jokes, not one bit. That one you are just going to get a boo, unlike Erraticus who got a pass. That one you will you will just get a boo from me, and I am sure from chat. Ian, thank you for the super chat as well. I enjoy watching Survive the Hunt for Gills and Laughs from you and the Hunters for 10 years. Oh, well, thank you very much indeed. I am very glad to hear that you've been enjoying Survive the Hunt and enjoying the channel for so very long. Yeah, God. It's mad. It's mad that it has been so long, but it is great to hear that you've been enjoying it for so long, and hopefully you will continue to enjoy it for another 10 years and more with any luck. God. God, in 10 years time I'm going to be like 42. That'd be mad. But, you know, probably will still be doing YouTube. If YouTube still exists, you know, I guess that is a good point. But, yeah, there we go. Can't think of the bits. So I didn't finish last in the Valira thingy. That's actually quite impressive. The Valira is unbelievably weak. I like them. They're great fun, but they damage so easily. They damage so easily that, yeah, not what you want. There's just a Dagon, tiny Dagon meows in the background. You won't be able to hear it. I can barely. She's so quiet. I'm not sure where she is. I think she might be grumbling at me because she has a favourite toy and she absolutely loves her toy. And today, she managed to drop it into the dog's water bowl. So it's soaked and it's now drying. And she's probably grumbling at me because she can't find her favourite toy. I have no doubt she will find another toy to replace it temporarily. But she has a habit of dropping. Well, she has a favourite toy that she carries around everywhere, and every so often she drops it in a water bowl. Same rules for this one. Use what you want, just do not use an armoured coupe. I don't know if there is. There might be like an armoured cognoscenti or something. I'm not entirely sure, but there could be. I guess we will find out in a second. Yeah, if you do want to take part, there are still some spaces. To do so, send a message to Ewan on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of the game, and yeah, Ewan will try and get you connected as best as we can. GTA, I'm not gonna try and commentate or curse it, but GTA isn't behaving too badly this evening, which is very nice indeed. Trying to have a look around to see if I can see Dagon, but no, she's somewhere either on the stairs or probably on the landing below. I think would be where she is, but I can't see what she's up to. So yeah, right. Let us begin. Who's your name? Thank you very much for the super chat. So hey Alex, I love your videos. Quick question about why you have stopped doing manhunt videos. We haven't stopped. Survive the Hunt is still going very strong. One came out on the 1st of this month. They come out on the 1st of every month. So whether you managed to miss it or whether YouTube has done its usual thing of not sending out notifications or some things or whatever properly, it's quite possible that it's done that. But yeah, the Survive the Hunt is still going very strong. They come out on the 1st of a month, and every so often there are some special ones along the way, some extra ones. So yeah, they are still very much a thing. The Hunt the Survivors and all of those kind of things do make appearances. We've gone for the exemplar. This category is relatively well balanced. So yeah, we will hopefully see some interesting stuff. The exemplar's probably slightly quicker. The Windsors are probably a little bit stronger. I'm going to join Gliska in avoiding the big jump on this. Let's just see the shadows. Less likely to overshoot with these cars, but that was more about staying out of trouble, although we did still found trouble anyway. Trouble just has a habit of finding us. Oh. Well. I mean, can't really, we've got to turn in at some point, and we were trying to avoid the traffic, but admittedly we do end up cutting across a lot of things there. To do that, well, pink car just got spat out of that one. I mean, admittedly there was a lot of cars in a small space. I'm going to try and jump down that, and we've just found a gap. That was what we were desperately looking for, was some sort of gap where we could escape away from the chaos, and we made it work, really. I don't know if we're chasing Javi or Valentine in front of us there. Whoop. Let's go and avoid that. Oh, well, one of the cars there has gone the wrong side of the barrier. Oh! Well, that's helpful. We got snooker shotted by an AI car. Oh, Longbow's there in the middle. Oh, there's Danger Man's upside down. Oh, there's a dump truck just spawned in front of us. That was terrifying. Didn't like that very much. That gauntlet is all over the place. The lag is worse than normal this evening, I've got to say. Will that be a gap on the outside there? It will. I'm going to shoot through a gap there and sneak my way up into 7th place. That was very fortunate. Chris is currently leading the way. I can see a lot of cars raining down. Whoa. Okay, Liam thankfully got going again. There is Childish being spun around. We're up into 4th place. I mean, we might actually find a way past Liam here. So Liam may well get the exit. Right, so that is the leader. Cora leads from Chris. Me and Liam are side by side battling over this 3rd place. In fact, Liam lifted. Either didn't want to end up in the traffic or was happy to try and get some slipstream. Either or. Either works, to be fair. We are all... Everybody is really preferring the no jump line down here. It's just safer. You're just less likely to get screwed over by taking it, so majority of cars are opting to. Exemplars are currently 1, 2 and 3. Liam is holding on with a Sentinel in 4th, and I'm not sure what the car behind that is. Oh, Cora and Chris got involved in a mess with the traffic, but got away with it. I kind of had to bail on... Valentane's got a Windsor of some description. I think it's Valentane, it is. The Windsor, yeah, normally a bit stronger than the Exemplars if there is a survivability question, and if there is having to, you know, deal with, I think, shrugging off traffic, really. Right, let's fire up the boost pads. We will try and race down here, try and stay away from any traffic. Chris has tried to go for the middle, and it has not worked. Oh, don't fall off there. Christ, that was so close. That was so close. We almost escaped the turn there. Cora has gone into the traffic. Oh no, that may have jumped a little bit further than I wanted it to, but we landed perfectly in the... Well, it did jump a little further. I didn't place the car exactly where I wanted it to, because we got a little bit too close to the wrecked cars on the outside of that one, but we got away with it. So that's the bit that matters. We now lead the race from Chris in 2nd. Liam is still sat in 3rd. Cora drops to 4th, having got tangled in the traffic there. Right, good section for me, good lap for me. We stayed out of trouble, but I mean, the highway glitchfest, you never really know what's going to happen in the grand scheme of things. Is that Aaron? Can we follow a car? I mean, I wouldn't mind using a car. It is Aaron. Basically, we're using another car as a scout, is what I'm planning on doing here. So you let Aaron go in first, and you see if they get tangled with a car through like some of the blind sections, or you let them freak out the AI cars like that, and it gives us a little bit of a... It gives us an idea. It gives us an idea of what side of the road to go on at some points. I mean, the slight downside to it is that wreck really had just got ejected from the tunnel. Yeah, the downside is if Aaron wrecks, there's a chance I now get involved in a wreck that I didn't need to be involved in, essentially. But I think I would normally take it. I think having some sort of like scout car is quite useful. Well, we absolutely launched Chimera out of the way. Oh, okay, that's fine. All is good. Gap's 20 seconds to Chris. So Chris has had a bad lap, and we have had another... I mean, we've not had a perfect lap. I'm on the brakes here because I had to be. This section here is a real mess. There is no other way to put it. That section there is horrible. So much debris. Okay, we can punch through that little gap there. I mean, there's definitely... You could make up some time around here if you got through those kind of debris fields. Well, I think that's probably the best way to describe them. Chris has gained some time, but we'll see how well Chris gets through the debris. And not well is the answer, because that time gained has immediately been lost. I'm hoping the debris fields will get cleared by cars behind me, because we lost some time, but it really wasn't too bad. So yeah, we will see if the debris fields are cleared. I don't want to hit the pedestrians there because they are too liable to flip and roll your car and cause you grief. I'm just going to go around the outside of the traffic there. Fred, we will probably try and utilise you as a scout car this time around. Final lap of the race. We've got a 22-second lead over Cat. The debris fields, though... I mean, you never know. You really do never know what can go on in them. it is always dangerous. Of course, if I am following other cars, they are liable to hit the debris towards us or move it around. What is going on here? That is crap. I've not actually seen it do that before. Here, it's not too bad down this bit by the looks of it. It's a big mess on top of the bridge. It's not terrible down here. Oh, someone just hit the wall and spun. Oh, okay. You know what, I'll take that. Considering we hit a Windsor, I was expecting that to be so much worse, but it really wasn't too bad. We lost some speed. We just sent the Windsor upwards. 22 seconds still, well clear of Cat. Okay, here's the debris field here, largely being cleared out. It has. Oh no, there's a gap. There's not a gap there anymore. Okay, I mean, again, been spun around. Right, aim for that gap. Get ourselves going. Not sure what car that is alongside us. Whatever it is has ended up in some traffic. It wasn't going to be Cat. I don't think so. I believe we might be clear as long as I don't do anything stupid. Cat has definitely caught. That final run was not as good as we would have wanted. The final lap wasn't great. However, it didn't need to be. We built the gap when we needed to. Ugh. And I will take it. Victory goes the way of the Exemplar. It was victory and fastest lap by, well, 10 seconds. Oh no, Cat got a good lap towards the end, only by 3 seconds. Exemplars 1 and 2. Looks like Windsor may come on in third. Sentinel, strong finish, potentially in fourth in this one. Yeah, I mean, we did what we needed to at the start of this one. We pulled clear at a useful point, stayed ourselves out of trouble. God, we really did run away from the field in that. If you can stay out of trouble, then yeah, it's always very helpful. So yeah, Exemplars 1 and 2, there would be a big gap back to Childish in third. Well, there was some really big gaps in this one. Childish third with the Windsor, then Sentinel in fourth. Cora ends up in fifth, and a Longbow. And Ewan, Chris, Gliska, and Dangerman. We're riding on board with Dangerman here, rounding out the top 10 with a felon, I believe that one is. Guys, yeah, as ever, very, very silly race. Very, very silly race indeed. Petrol Head, very much for the super chat. Saying, why was the computer mad at the crumbs of a pie on a dinner plate? It didn't even get a bite. Oh, dearie me. You are going to get a boo from me and boo from chat, and you are deserving of your boos right there. Oh dear. Thank you very much for the donation and saying hi from the States. Thanks for all the great content between you and Amy. There's always fun shenanigans to watch and keep my mind off the news. Oh well, thank you very much indeed. It is greatly appreciated. Of course, I'm glad you're enjoying my video. I'm sure Amy is glad you're enjoying hers as well, naturally. Hydra Commander, thank you for the bits. Saying, what did Spock find in the toilet? The captain's log. Oh, you're definitely getting a boo for that one. You are fully deserving of your boo. Now, Ethan, thank you very much for the generous donation. Saying, not going to turn down Train Nerdy and Palindrome. Crane will be able to find... Crane will be able to explain the reference. If you see something which doesn't look right, contact the FailRace police on 61016. Build it, race it, roll it. I'm sure Crane could. I know nothing about trains. Trains are cool, but I know absolutely nothing about them. So, there we go. Hydra, thank you for bits. Saying another top 5 for Cora today. Yeah, Cora doing quite well at Highway Glitchfest. Also, Cora with a bit saying 4th and 5th on Highway Glitchfest too. I'm a very happy gal right now. 2, 4, 3. Well, there we go. Yeah, some good runs on the Highway Glitchfest. It does get very, very silly from time to time. So there we go. Golden Piggy things of it. So who needs a scary Halloween when you can have jump scare mules? Ah, yes, the jump scare mules do like to suddenly appear at the least opportune moments. They do they do like to. I got very lucky on the most part. That we didn't have too much problems with it. I do feel like that track. I did see somewhere Absol was asking how I cheat on that one. I think what happens is if I can manage to get myself in, if you can get yourself in clear air where there's not other cars around. If you can escape at the highway glitchfest, it's so much easier to deal with because you're only dealing with the cars coming towards you. You're not dealing with other cars around you. That sort of stuff does help. I do seem to manage to find myself, even if it's in second or fourth, if you find yourself on your own, that's kind of the real goal to do things, to be able to make a clean run through all of that. So yeah, there we go. Thought I heard some random shooting, honestly. Oh yeah, there is shooting. Glisker decided to kill Shadow for reasons. We had to stop. We had to stop the Glisker rampage. I'm sorry, it had to be done. For the good of the filming crew. No, Glisker is just killing everyone. It has been decreed. Right, I'm going to go and load a race before even more chaos. Chaos does just descend onto. Chaos does descend onto us very regularly. Let's face it. Where do we want to go? This one here is actually. This is a bit of an odd one. We'll go to it because we haven't gone to this one in ages. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Who's your name? Thank you very much for the super chat. For a generous super chat as well, thank you. So your Manhunt series was different from the Survive the Hunt series. It's been like 10 years since you made one. Over 2 hunters. There's been other YouTubers that have made spin-offs from your style, like Harmon one. I don't know. Great fun. Honestly, I mean, we did a live streamy one a while back. Like a really, really long time ago. Honestly, I think it just got rolled into Survive the Hunt. That was mostly a very early iteration of Survive the Hunt. As we talked about it before a little bit, the Survive the Hunt went through a lot of iterations. The various chases and whatnot have graduated. Well, the various ideas have coalesced into a few different forms. Survive the Hunt was basically being how it evolved into that. But it's we've had the Survive the Hunts, we've had the own custom-made heists that we did that were sort of another offshoot of that one. And yeah, just ideas have evolved and have been tweaked over the years. And yeah, I mean the reason why we didn't continue down that line is we just preferred the Survive the Hunt format, if you like. I mean, there have been, as Alien says, yes, the manhunt where you're driving up Chiliad while Daniel and Husky were getting lost was very, very funny. It was very, very funny indeed. But yeah, it was that was the very much very, very early stages of a Survive the Hunt. We talked about it at length in the past. It was a very, very difficult and a very slow process to get Survive the Hunt where it is. And it's still changing. It's still evolving. We still add new things. I mean, as it moves on to 5M, there are new things. When it goes on to GTA 6, it'll be tweaked again. There's always new things. We can do a lot of things with it now. We've kind of come up with rule sets and stuff that works. I think the goal with Survive the Hunt has always been to create a rule set that makes interesting events happen, not to not to script it, not to force it, not to make it predictable, but it has always been about creating a rule set that makes an interesting events happen, makes interesting scenarios happen, and there's always tweaks you can do. We're getting there slowly, but it'll never be a complete thing, because there's always something something different that can be done. Now, for this race, before we get started, I am not actually sure what vehicles. I believe there's going to be dunes, and I think there's going to be some sort of the aerial nomad thing or something along those lines. Basically, whatever we load into, whatever the game loads into is the vehicle we are racing. Okay? Whatever we load into. If we load in with dunes, that's the vehicle we're racing. If it loads in as something else, that's the vehicle that we're racing. Both of these are off-road. Both the cars for this race are from the off-road category. Alright? So we'll see if everybody is going to listen. But yeah, whatever vehicle the game loads in, that is the vehicle we are using for this first race. Okay? Let's hope. Let's hope it pays attention. Flying Banana, thank you very much for the donation. As I asked a German girl for her number, and I'm still waiting for the rest of the digits. So far, all I have is 9. Ugh. I want to give you a boo, but that one's quite good. So I'm not going to give you a boo. I think I'm going to give you a pass. Chat may still give you a boo, but I will. Can't tell you, we've had some good terrible puns this evening, which is which we always do appreciate here. Okay, on to the race. I think we'll be in dunes first, but I'm not sure. We are indeed in dunes. So what is it? Okay, outlaws or dunes? Cool. Okie dokie. Let's see, who do we need to crash into? We haven't actually, as much as we joke about the dunes, we haven't actually raced dunes for quite a while. Who's your name? Thank you for another super chat. Thanks for all your content. I watched nearly every video. Oh, well, thank you very much indeed. I am very, very glad indeed to hear that. But yeah, that is the reasoning behind it. Look at this. I see a plethora of dunes. Would you look? That's wonderful stuff. It does look like everybody else. There's one. There is one. It's almost everybody. Has. It is Ewan of all people. God dear. The one person who we can't shun because of the one person who does the info most of the time. Oh dear. Right. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, forgot about this part. It's all good. I mean, it's about to get a lot messier from what I remember. Because yeah, this is a very very cool track. Oh, Cat's gone too quick into that one. Cat's not staying on the circuit. Cat's definitely lost one of their 9 lives. Yeah, so this one has got like this destroyed bridge section that's really very, very well made. Oh dear, can't see. Hope for the best. Have got away with it. Can't believe I've got away with it. I literally had no control over what was going on there, and I have fallen over going up a hill. Jude, please land. Okay, we're on 2 wheels. Escape the chaos. We literally have just blind luck, complete and utter blind luck. Got me through that. You could see how little I could see. Excuse me, wrong part of the track. Good try, Chris. Go again. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, I had my vehicle where it needed to be, and yeah, we just got very lucky as all of the dunes just kind of fell around. Unfortunately, the catch-up will, of course, absolutely murder us. That is the point of it. Now, I've got to try and remember. There is I believe... God, it's been a while since I've raced this. It's been a really long time since we've raced this track. I believe this route here is slightly quicker on the first part. But across the buildings, difficulty, of course, with the dune is it wants to fall over. Now, while we are not going to have vehicles landing on us, we are going to have to make a choice here as to which side to go. Now, oh god, we're so slow. The catch up, because this is such, you're flat out for so long during this. Do we want to go over this side? I genuinely don't know. I'm going to go with probably not. Ah. A load of vehicles have fallen off with me. No, I think we're better off going the other side. Unfortunately now, there isn't a huge amount we can do to change it. Oh, come on. No. It just decided it doesn't want to do that. I don't know whether I can... Can I change my mind? Yes, I can change my mind. Tried. Got hit. Yeah, okay, that side there is a really bad idea. Gliska is in a bush on fire. Well, bush is on fire. Gliska is not so much on fire. Oh, god. Yeah, I mean, it's just decided no, is basically what it's done here. I'd like to be... Oh, come on. Like, what am I supposed to do? How... Right, I'm just going to go down here. Like, what on earth am I supposed to do when it's just decided that, no, what's going to happen is we're just going to bounce you randomly. Well, that was a really bad call. Going that way. I knew one side was easier than the other, I just couldn't remember which, and, well, yeah. I guess we do now. God, that was just not good, was it? The game's just decided, nope, he's going to refuse to let me do anything. I don't actually know how you would land that. Like I don't know how you would actually legitimately land that jump with the dune. I feel like it just would never work at that point because it's just always going to. Well, I mean, you could do that 5 times and get 5 different bounces, pretty much. So yeah, the outlaw will be fine. The outlaw won't be a problem. But yeah, that section just no, pretty much. Well, we're definitely not going that side then. That is pretty much clarity. I mean, if you carry the momentum and you make the jump, and you make the jump cleanly, you might get away. So if you had like a big slipstream down here and you went that side and jumped really far, that would maybe work. Oh, I mistimed pulling out the slipstream on that one. Yeah, that might work. Oh, okay, we're sliding about a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, because here, at least this bit, it's kind of like an uphill section. Okay, that's all good. We're going to land on salmon, which is not what we needed in the slightest. Neither is not what we needed, definitely not what salmon needed. But, yeah, got no other real choices in that one. We were just carrying momentum. I guess what we've got now is maybe a fastest lap. We could maybe pull one of those out of the bag at the end there, because that is really all. We're not gonna really be challenging for any sort of good finishing position. A top 10 may be plausible if weirdness happens. There is always possibility for weirdness. It's GTA. It's a silly race, kind of, on GTA. So we're up to 16th place. We can hope for. I mean, Ewan is immediately disqualified because they're in the wrong car. So yeah, Ewan does not matter in this one. That was a poor run through all of this. We will. Oh well, there's a blue vehicle has just fallen off, and is continuing to fall off. Javi has gone for a spin. I mean, that is possibly shadow parking on the bridge. That's okay. Can we get a little bit of a curb boost? We can. I mean, we're going to kind of sit here and expect a couple more. I mean, if we can have a perfectly clean run, that would be fine. Which we're not about to have because Aaron's in the way, and yeah, I mean, like, there's nowhere I can go. We can see them having accidents. I can see they're going to be a problem for me, but I can't do anything about it at that point because we're already committed, and we are already very much hoping. But yeah, we're up to 12th. It's not the worst it could be, I guess. But there's a very big gap to me and the vehicles ahead. Now, that might be a vehicle I'm racing for position. Let us hope. That would be Cat. Okay. That could be for 11th, and I think I saw the pink vehicle as Shadow slightly further down the road. 10th is not out of the question, somehow. I can't believe I'm saying this, but 10th is not completely out of the question. Especially not as... That may be Liam. No, it wasn't Liam. Liam's leading. Could be Absol or someone. Or they could be a lap-down vehicle. I don't know, but there is something ahead of us here. Right. Here we go. Don't want to be on this side of Cat, though. That's the only thing. I refuse to go on that side because we saw what happened last time around. We're going to hope for some mayhem. Mayhem has befallen a couple of trucks. Right, there is a... Oh no, mayhem has befallen us as well. Well, Linty's almost been pushed off, but we were tipping and going to fall over anyway in this. Come on, get back down on the wheels. Yeah, I mean, with a good run down here, there's a chance we can get past Linty. Oh, although there's a lot of trucks. A lot of trucks is good news in terms of potential for some mayhem down this section. They could all stumble over one another, but it's not quite going to happen. We're going to end up in 12th. Yeah, we just fell over at the wrong point, which is not ideal. Which was not ideal. Couldn't get fast enough for the race. That would go to Danger Man up in 4th place. Longbow would take victory ahead of Liam and Danger Man. Then Childish Gliska, Drake, Absol, Cat, Shadow, and Linty rounding out the top 10. Yeah, we could have maybe stolen what is technically 8th at the end there, but we would have had to have a perfect time, perfect run. Unfortunately, we didn't. Yeah, very, very, very bad second lap, kind of. Yeah, kind of ruined that one for me. Don't go that hard. You'll get away with it, I suspect, with the Outlaw. That won't be a problem, but you don't get away with it in the Dune. So, there you have it. There you have it. Well, Ewan is going to be driving a Dune in the next one, so that's going to be a very lonely race. Oh dear. Flying Banana, thank you very much for the donation. Saying it was the best of luck, it was the worst of luck. That was basically that race, yeah. We had brilliant luck, and then we had awful luck. So, yeah, there is that. Bruce Wayne, thank you very much again for the donation. We're sort of saying, come on, Alex, drift that thing. Well, we fell over a lot. Did not really get much chance to be drifting. Yeah, did not get a huge amount of chance to be drifting. The Dune doesn't really drift. It kind of wobbles and then sometimes falls over. Often falls over a lot. So there we go. Ian, thank you very much for the super chat. I say the one thing one I've learnt is never do punts/jokes because there's 50 chance of getting a laugh or a boo. I mean, you know, we always do have a good laugh. The terriblest of puns get booed. Some very good ones get through. It just depends on. It depends on whether I'm feeling nice. No, we always enjoy. I always enjoy a good terrible pun, even if we give it a boo. It can still be very, very amusing. So, you know, that is what matters really. Aku Cult Leader, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, Carhat, there was a lot of those going on. With 5M seeming to be becoming more stable for you, is there any chance of community events on it? Not on the server that we film on. That one will always be a private server. I mean, never say never for there being, you know, some form of Project Homecoming or something. I don't know. There is currently no immediate plans for sessions like this one, for example, on 5M. There might be. I mean, there was talk of some streams from 5M, but it would be a kind of filming crew only one on that. So yeah, currently there is no particular plans, but again, never say never in terms of, you know, streaming from 5M in some other ways at some point. Not in the immediate schedule, there is lots of this. There's so many things on the list of stuff to do. That is, yeah, just how it goes. Just how it goes. Right, so we will go again for this one. We will be, well, all of us will be driving the Outlaw. I think that was the name of it. And Ewan's going to be in a Dune. So, good luck, Ewan. Everybody else can go in the buggy. And, yeah, that should be fine. Lucky 1p cat, thank you very much for the donation. Saying meow to my cats, Eve, Dagon, and Cass. Well, I'm sure they would appreciate it, although they are all currently asleep. Cass is asleep on the dog bed. Eve is asleep on the human bed. And Dagon is asleep in the little hut. And Dagon is very happy. I did press continue on it. Thank God for that. I was slightly worried I was going to have to suffer a Dune again. Right. It does look like Chris has also got a Dune. Or is it Aaron? Don't know. One of them has got a Dune. We will launch. We are off and underway. Right, now this thing here does have... It was Chris. This thing here does have incredible slipstream. So we do have to be careful of that. Whoa! Good lord. Sometimes I'm not sure this guy... You know what, I might actually join Salmon in going over this way. I mean, whoa, we went... I mean, I was going so quickly there. There was not very much I could actually have done in that one. Okay, can we get some slipstream from behind a Dakar truck? Well, I mean, we can bump a Dakar truck. It's not going to do very much to a Dakar truck here. We are about to hit warp speed. Here we go. Warp speed ahead. And we will take the lead of the race. Oh, it's raining buggies. Oh, God, it's raining buggies everywhere, and a lot of things exploded, and I'm in the lead again. Well, that was suitably silly right there. This is actually going to end up being quite a lot like Straight Line in the sense that the speed differential in these is insane. So you are flat out for a lot of the lap here. It is going to be a... Oh, God. It's going to get quite silly because these things are so slow. Oh. On there. I guess they aren't quite as big. There's no real good way. Liam's done the same thing. There's no actually good way to go and get that checkpoint again if you've missed it. I did not do that very safely, but I don't quite know how else to do that at that point. Like, I guess maybe go to the outside and try and rejoin from that side would possibly be the way to do it. Ewan is doing quite well, I will say, with the Dune. Ewan is managing to keep that with the pack, which is honestly quite impressive and quite surprising. Yeah, that is the downside of trying to go around the outside. We have got a vehicle to the inside. Valentine, Drake, and Gliska have all managed to tangle with each other. We are about to go and hit warp speed. Not quite got the draft. It's not coming. It's not coming with what that has. Oh dear. Oh no. For God's sake. Of course it suddenly decides we're going to go really fast. Just as I commit to where I'm positioning my vehicle, it decides, yeah, what we need to do now is suddenly accelerate you. It's very frustrating. I mean, we can probably still catch up. Aaron has spun off of a building. We've landed on Aaron. I think the catch-up is going to be quite powerful in this one. So that sort of accident, while frustrating and dumb, is not going to be the end of the world in this. We do need to stop crashing into people. That would be a helpful one. Right. Okay. Did get the checkpoint this time. Really, really got to remember. Whoa. Well, that was fun. Well, we drifted the buggy. I hope Bruce Wayne approves that one. Not intentionally, and not particularly quickly. However, almost wiped out Valentine because I was trying to go get chased after some slipstream. Right. Oh, come on, get turned in. There we go. Things a bit sketchy to drive. Absol's decided to go a different direction, which honestly, I do get the idea of trying to stay out of trouble. Oh, there's so much speed in the slipstream. But yeah, if you're on your own, you don't get any slipstream. So you are going to be missing out from that. God, I tell you what, the slipstream's so powerful in it. If Ewan manages to win this with a June, I will say, fair play. Like, fair play if you could manage to do that. Because a June managing to compete with the buggies when the June, all it wants to do is fall over. In fact, the Ewan has stayed so close to the pack for so long, it's quite impressive, although I think now the curse of the commentator may have struck Ewan down. Oh. Well, that's supposed to be drive-throughable? I guess it isn't. I mean, I know this thing's quite light and everything, but still. That's just... yeah, not so helpful, game. Alright, Ewan is on the inside. We've got to be a little bit careful of the big Dakar truck here. Right, there'll be a lovely gap to go for there. Unfortunately, no slipstream for me. The leaders, though, are 4 wide, and that will mean no slipstream for any of them and maximum catch-up. Now, Ewan is there, hopefully not going to be trying to go for a pass on the inside. Does not. I mean, so what Ewan is doing is managing to keep the June going faster. Valentine. Well, Valentine was going to fall off one side, so kind of panicked and grabbed the... well, kind of panicked and bailed on it, and then ended up spinning off to the other side. God, these things just have negative speed when they hit the front of the pack. Right. I don't know if I actually want to go quickly over this. Whoa, jump. Not going to have a choice. Oh, well, bloody hell. Can I get up that? I can. Hey, Ewan. Danger Man was going a lot... I wasn't going to go maximum attack because I didn't want to go and launch myself into the abyss. Danger Man did want to go maximum attack, and yeah. So Danger Man has waited. Oh no, on the brakes so we don't murder Liam. Yeah, I mean, this one, I mean, it's a kind of a half sense. It's not really a completely silly track. It's not really a completely sensible track. I certainly. Whoa, God, I was. Oh, Danger Man, run wide. I say I wouldn't have been particularly upset if Danger Man hadn't waited on that one. It was a miscommunication of things there. We're going to have a really big slipstream pull, but not going to go for a big dive down here because I mean, what's the point? And we're going to try and follow Shadow on the. Oh no, never mind. It's awesome. I love it. Why did it do that? Maybe hitting this? I guess I hit a slightly rougher part of that. Well, there goes my race again. Wow, this track has just decided to be a screw you circuit. Yeah, we had quite a lot of luck on the Highway Glitchfest, but here is just absolutely decided that no luck for me. Because that is honestly impressive at that point. That level of screw you luck. Hey, Javi. Oh, where's everyone going? No, launch. Outlaw. Not far enough. Oh, oh well. It's really just been one of them races. Well, it was fun to go to a different track. However, it has not been a fun race. For me, it has just been terrible. If we didn't have bad luck, we'd have had no luck in this one. Valentine claimed the victory. Ewan did do very, very well with a June. I will give credit where credit is due. Ewan did very, very well in a June to get up to a 4th place. Valentine took victory from Liam. Shadow 3rd, ahead of Ewan and Salmon. Golden Pea, Gliska, Danger Man, Cat, and Longbow would round out the top 10. We would just miss out on that one. But yeah. Well, there we go. We did see Chavi at one point on the final lap. I think they fell off into the canal, but there we go. There we go. Yeah, honestly, most impressive thing is Ewan getting that relatively close towards the front. Because, yeah, I think actual pace-wise they're fairly even. The difference is the dune falls over on its own a lot. And perhaps when you're not surrounded by other dunes, the dune falling over isn't too bad. But yes, it was a bit easy to miss checkpoints, which wasn't great for people in that. So you have to be a little bit mindful. Michael, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying what's brown and sticky? A stick. God dear. I mean, we're going to have to give you a boo on that one, just because. At that point, having missed 900 checkpoints, amazing. Well done. That's impressive. I think everyone missed at least one at some point. The Little Outlaws. This is quite an old track. I should point out. This is a very old track that has probably not been updated for a long time and everything. So, you know, I don't even think there were like bigger checkpoints available when this was made. But yeah, visually very cool, difficult to race around, and a fair bit of falling over does occur. Ian, thank you for the super chat. Saying your GTA 5 racing are hilarious with unexpected consequences at the end of every race. I always seem to get screwed on the final lap. I either get incredibly lucky or get completely screwed on the final lap. Sometimes both of those two things in the same race can be incredibly lucky and then screwed at the final lap. That does often happen. But so I'm very glad you are enjoying. Also, Aku Cult Leader, thank you very much for the donation, saying you shall not win, you insolent cat. Indeed, the Cult of 69 has, as expected, reclaimed the donation bar. I was going to go and shoot Absol, but I'm not sure where Absol has gone. Oh, there's Absol. There we go. That was just for earlier. You know, we've got to we've got to make sure. We got to make sure. Right, we are going to go to a sensible racetrack. I mean, that was that one was always a more ridiculous track. While it can have some sensible moments, it is technically a sensible track in some ways. We're going to run over here before we get, probably shot by Absol. Right. Where shall we go? Again, it's finding somewhere we haven't been for a while. Well, this one here is quite good. I mean, level 8 again. We are very lucky. We have had a bunch of incredibly talented track makers send us tracks. At some point, I haven't got my Rockstar account fixed yet properly, so unfortunately I cannot be adding new circuits in as much as I want to. But yes, we have some very, very well-made circuits over the years. Submitted from a whole bunch of people. Most of the filming crew had a go at making tracks as well at some points. Mine have never been very good. I just lack the patience. I really do lack the patience for the creator on here. Because while it is probably the best track creator you'll find, certainly on a console, it's still fiddly and awkward and yeah. But there we go. Now, if you would like to take part this evening, you are more than welcome to. There are still a few spaces around. To join, you need to be playing on Xbox. You need the enhanced version of the game, and you send a message to Ewan, whose game tag is alongside where we have highlighted here. You can also find it in the pinned message on Twitch. Send a message to Ewan. He will try and get you connected as best as possible. In that message, include a fact about the 91 Cologne F1 car, just so Ewan can learn about a random old Formula 1 car. We will try and get you connected. There, we do sometimes have issues with the game misbehaving. And yeah, that's we do what we can. Ewan does what they can, and yeah, it's not always the easiest. Carl saying don't have the intentions, the patience or attention span for creating circuits. Yeah, that can certainly happen for me with these. It's so fiddly. And then I can also, very easily get distracted playing Factorio or Satisfactory for many hours on end. And I have the patience for building crazy things on there, but just fighting GTA track editor, yeah. Yeah, it is. There is definitely a knack to building on this. I don't know, like, I complain about it, and it is iffy, and it is a frustrating thing to work with. I don't quite know how you do it much better than this on a controller, really. Yeah. Chatties agree. Yes, Factorio is a very good. I actually haven't played the new expansion DLC, whatever you want to call it, for Factorio. I do need to play that at some point. I am worried though when I play that, many days of my life will, vanish, basically, because, yeah. It got a DLC. It got there's new planets you can go to and something. I haven't really looked too much into it, because if I do, I'll buy it and then I'll play it, and then many hours will go away. But yes, there is a new, fairly recently, a DLC for Factorio, which is very, very cool. Satisfactory is another one. There's something else as well that's come out. There's a couple of other ones as well that I have seen about that I would like to have a go with, that are along similar lines. That's there is something about a good factory building game that is hard to beat. Let's go drive some muscle cars around here. If I remember this track, there is a very, very dicey there's a very quick downhill section that can be an interesting one for everyone to deal with, because if you try to go 3 wide through it, you're going to have a massive accident. I think it might be this one. I think it might be this track, which is good. If Factorio DLC is first, we'll see the FailRace episode 500 next summer. Quite possibly. The FailRace episode 500 will be on the way soon, but don't drive the Impaler LX, drive one of these two. It's basically what I'm going to say. As I've said in the past, FailRace episode 500 is an unbelievably long video and is forever taking a very, very long time to edit. It's not impossible that you'll see it next Sunday, but I'm not going to say it's likely. It's a lot of depending on, I wouldn't put too much of a bet on that. Right, we've got the roof. Oh, the roof is going down. Fantastic. Did anybody try and make an Impaler work? I hope not, because if they did, they're going to be in for a long race. No, I think everybody has been wise and picked. Oh, it's not the track I thought. It might be the track I thought it was. Did not remember the first corner, but it is. Did not remember the first corner when I picked the track, but I definitely do remember the first corner now. Yeah, it is a punishing first corner, if you are unaware. Oh, not quite. Well, I guess first technical corner, because you're kind of flat out for the rest of it. First braking, so can really cause problems. This section here has always been difficult to pass on. And of course we're going to have sort of a nose to tail bump. It's just one of those frustrating, I've got nowhere to go in that section. Oh, Joey has ended up facing the wrong direction. We're going to try and sneak our way around the outside, and we probably will, kind of will. Oh, got ran a little bit wide on that one. Again, we got ran wide. However, also in doing so, we got saved from other shenanigans that was occurring. Oh, we will. A little bit of a hip check on the way past. We're up into 11th place. Gliska's made a better start than me. We can see them in the distance. However, we haven't had a tell. Well, Gliska had made a better. Oh, we murdered Aaron. Hold on, let me just. Oh. I thought Gliska had got the checkpoint. That was why I pulled over there to wait for Aaron, having spun Aaron around. And I thought Gliska had the checkpoint, which is why I was expecting Gliska to go forward, which is why I pulled over to that side there. And there was. It has got okay. This track is the one with the fast downhill section I was expecting. This bit here, but yeah, we really want to be in some clean air for a little bit. Whoa! Oh dear. Aaron was stuck in a really, really bad place there. Like, there is no good things to do. Basically, I could have got my car back on the track, no problem. The issue was Aaron was stuck where I needed to go. There's just no... There's no way Aaron can go there, because they're going forward, they're on the racetrack, that's really dangerous. If they stay where they are, I'm going to hit them. And, yeah, that's just not gone well. It's been an awful, awful first lap. Whee! And now the back end is having a wiggle. Like, this section here I love. It's a great corner when you are on your own and can go maximum attack. We've got a really good run up the hill. We will utilise that and fling ourselves past. It's quick through this section. Now slower through this section where it's a little bit bumpy. God, the leaders are like 20 seconds down the road. From what I remember, this track is actually one that's catch up and the like isn't particularly effective on. Could be wrong. I guess we might find out. But yeah, we will see. It is definitely more technical up here than, well, I remember this circuit. I just thought the downhill section was on a different circuit. So I was looking for that downhill part. I just didn't realise it was connected to the start of this lap. They're going to clonk the guardrail. I mean, we are clear from any cars behind us, so we do get to have a relatively clean lap, although, oh, Javi. I saw that going wrong. I wasn't quite expecting it to be as explosively wrong as that. That was honestly quite an impressive crash. Oh dear. Back end has let go, and a small man's exploded. Don't know whether that was a car in front of us. It was. That'll be a 14th place for me. Don't know where they exploded their car. Right, the back end got a little bit loose down there, but it's nothing that we couldn't deal with, at least. Don't run too far wide through here. That's fine. We will clonk the curbs. We will head up towards this section here. And it is neatly... I mean, this has been a good lap in terms of neatness. Alien Invader says a Crisplosion Award for Javi. I don't actually know whether that was the first explosion of this track, but it was definitely the first one we saw on camera, at least. See, that section there is flat out when you're on your own. It is glorious. However, when you've got cars around you, was not expecting that much slowing down from the yellow car. Kind of panicked a little bit, but we've made the pass work. Now, I mean, is a top 10 possible? Probably not. Not really, I don't think. Because ahead of Cora and Drake is such a big gap to Gliska, and if we're going to be fighting this lot, we're just not going to be able to make up the time, really. Fred's gone wide. I'm going to spin to where I wanted to go. Yeah, that is really just... It's how it goes sometimes in these races. And, yeah, this has just been another one where I'm just not going to go anywhere in it. Between being involved in other people's accidents and, yeah, kind of getting stuck, it's just not gone our way, and there really is just no chance to catch up on this track. We have fallen significantly further away from the leads. It always has been, this track has always not been very effective for catch up. I think because the first section's so twisty, the lack of power from being slowed down with a catch up doesn't actually really affect a car. That was the absolute limit of what you could get away with down there. The back end was complaining the whole time, and yeah, that was really the very, very limit on that. Right, come on, Figaro. We have got a chance. I mean, it's not a very big chance, but we have a chance at 11th, and I guess we can pick up the pieces of higher up places if that comes our way. Now, I will be flat through here. It's small man, they are. That's good. We will then have the secondary run to the inside here. Not going to lift. it is full send up this section. Small man follows us quite nicely and neatly through all of this. It's Childish in 10th. We did see the red car, but they are largely just cruising around on their own. This section here, the trick is to just not spin the wheels up, which is much easier said than done because the car really does want to go sideways. You lose a lot of time through this section here with the car sliding around, which, oh, and there has been an accident between those two, and that will immediately promote me to 11th. By the looks of it, Childish is not particularly enjoying this track. I like this track, I'm just not very fast at it. Like, I don't know what it is about this one. I think the layout's great. I have always struggled at this circuit for any kind of speed, which I don't know why, because I think it is a really cool track. But yeah, I've always immensely struggled for speed. I do feel like this final lap has been pretty good for us, mind you, but I guess we will find out as at the lap time later on. I don't mind going up wide through there, up high through that section. We can then barrel down the hill. Small man is probably a little too far back to do all too much about us. Childish is a little bit laggy through all of this. Danger Man has run and taken a victory in this one. We have got one more corner to go. We close in a little bit on Childish, although admittedly Childish quite laggy in this, difficult to tell. We will try and curb boost our way to the finish line because Small Man's going to try and slipstream us. Can't do it. We will cross the line. Yeah, I mean, it felt like a good lap. However, I don't know whether it would have gone fast enough. No, I did. I mean, it was a 59, but without slipstream, we're never going to be able to do it. Sub 2 minute laps, not bad. I presume that was the 59 at the end. You were with fast enough at 56 too. Jeez, I mean, if you can get some slipstream, absolutely. But yeah, it's good. It was a good race with Small Man at the end there. It was definitely a good race with Small Man at the end of that one. But yeah, I just that is it is always a difficult track. Catch up has always been really ineffective on that one. I don't know why, it just has. I'm going to guess the constant cornering and the main straights being downhill probably do not help. But there we go. Mr. Anderson, thank you very much for the bits. It is much appreciated. Hydra, thank you for the bits. Saying, here's a very simple but terrible joke. Why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Oh, you're definitely getting a boo. You are getting a boo from me, and you will be getting a boo from chat. Cass, are you going to give a boo? No, you're fast asleep. Eve? Eve is not fast asleep, but she is cleaning herself and doesn't care. And Dagon is fast asleep, and I can't even see her head. So, don't think Dagon is going to care either. Dagon is just sort of dead to the world. Right. I mean, I actually don't know if that's ever really helps, so I'm probably not going to bother with that one. Right, confirm settings, do that. Let's go sports cars. Sure. Why not? What could go wrong? We'll just go faster. Oh. Honestly, if anyone manages to have a bigger crash than Jabby, I'll be impressed. At this point, if anyone can manage to have a funnier accident than that. Of all the possible bits of sky, managing to hit the one lamppost was pretty good going. Well, I guess it would have been funnier had they missed the lamppost and landed on the lower bit of the circuit. I guess that would have been more entertaining. Oh dear. Drake, take a bit. So how do you know a bee has had too much coffee when they have a rather big energy buzz? I mean, I'm just going to give you a boo. It's terrible. We're going to give you a boo on that one. Oh, this small man had a big crash as well, apparently. No, I mean, we unfortunately didn't really see. I mean, now everybody is going to remember about turn 1. Oh, now I'm going to say that. Well, again, it's not technically turn 1, but the high-speed chicane, I am still expecting there to be a terrible accident. I mean, I can but hope, but there's not a big hope. there's not a big hope in this. Sports cars, I mean, they will be quicker, they will have more grip. I think it might be the Comet SR. I'm going to guess it's the Comet SR. I was very wrong. I don't know why I thought it was a Comet SR, but sure, let's go with the 770. Why not? Why not? Big, heavy, sort of, I guess, what, GT car. It's probably not the car you want for a really twisty circuit. I mean, I really want to try and get across, so I'm on the inside. Technoblaze, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, why did the chicken cross the road? To prove to the possum it can be done. Oh dear, you're definitely getting a boo. You're getting a boo from me, and I'm sure you'll be getting a boo from chat as well in that one. And it would be very, very deserved. I mean, on the most part, that was much better done. It wasn't completely perfect, but I will say everybody was better behaved through there than they were in the first race. I mean, it was a bit dicey. Oh, it was definitely a bit dicey. However, on the most part, everyone got through that one quite well. Oh dear. There's that kind of sort of nose to tail nudging going on through that section that we do not want to be a part of. We will find ourselves through and up into 11th place. Oh, there is Fred has climbed a hill. Yeah, you've got to be really careful with these turns. It's really quite a tight circuit through a lot of this. You really have got to slow down a fair bit. There is a lot of sort of nose to tail bumping, and that might have, I don't know who that was in the pink car, might have been Linty. Someone has gone off. The leaders have made an absolute break for it in this. Haven't got into clean air. They are enjoying that clean air very, very much. We'll see what we can do. If we can go with Longbow, that would be ideal. It looks like it's Liam, Glisker and Smallman that are currently making a break for it. Oh, well, we wanted to try and get underneath that car that was going wide. The yellow car had other ideas, but it's all fine. We've made it through now. The yellow car has got it all crossed up coming down here. They're going to be on a terrible line through this corner. Danger Man has really sent it through there. Lost the back end. It's all fine, though. We got away with that one surprisingly well. We will try and sweep around the outside. Yellow car a little early on the brakes down there, but we've all made it out the other side. Now, if we don't fight each other too hard, there may be half a chance of catching the groups ahead. Right, here goes. Slipstream on Danger Man. Well, hopefully going to put us past, heading into the chicane. I mean, you don't want to go side by side into the chicane. There's no real reason to be doing it. You want to, just carry momentum through there. Danger Man is going to have a look for a pass up there. I'm okay with that. Danger Man is less okay with that. That was a tremendous shunt. I mean, would have been better if that was on beam to just have the car wrap itself around an Armco barrier. That was one, yeah, that was a bad accident right there. That was one of those full-on horror rally crashes. But yeah, it's just Danger Man had a bit more faith in the grip of the car than the car actually had grip. I mean, we left plenty of space. I was not expecting Danger Man to end up doing that, if I'm honest. We could say that was that man was in danger. He was definitely in danger if you're in that car for that shunt. Jeez. Longbow ran a little bit wide through there, gets away with it. I mean, we are catching the leaders and we're bringing Valentine with us. By the end of the race, we may have a 7-car battle for the lead. That is provided none of us wreck. I'm going to guess that would be Ewan, also not too far behind Valentine. Now, we will go barreling off down the hill. Gliska and Liam, I mean, they've been tied together in races quite a lot in this one. Please don't have a look for a pass through here, Valentine. It's so quick in this section. The last thing you really want to do is you don't want to be losing. So we want to catch the leaders, right? We don't really want to fight for 6th. So you're better off following a car and catching the group ahead and working together, sort of thing. And Valentine was very, very wise to just wait for a better opportunity. Really, on the final lap you'll go for it because you're trying to make any position. But at this stage of the race, your objective is to catch the leaders, really, which we actually are looking like we may do. For all of this, Valentine, the time lost has mostly been regained. Small man with not really a great attempt at a pass on that one, was it? Yeah, we did see that one back there, and we will return serve for Longbow. No, it's not quite as good a return serve as I'd hoped it would be. But yeah, I was trying to marshal them off the outside of the track on that one, because yeah, I mean, so that was basically kind of what happened with Danger Man when racing me, except for Danger Man was on that line on their own and just carted themselves off rather than me, and I was kind of slightly aware of that. Longbow wouldn't have expected someone to throw. You don't really have a dive at that corner because there's not really a braking zone there. It is a largely flat-out corner when you're on your own, so it's not really an overtaking spot. Liam has sent that through there. There's a lot of airtime in that section, which you probably don't want to be getting. Either way, we're up in 4th. Valentine is not too far behind. We are just bringing the green car with us into this fight. I don't mind taking the wide line up there at all. We can get a good exit and run down the hill. Not going to go for a pass. Salmon, had a good chance at a pass in that one. Oh, it's going to be an overtake from Liam. 10 out of 10 from Liam right there for pulling that one off. I thought I could get both of them. Couldn't do it. Liam with the sensible pass into the final corner on Gliska. We've still got a couple of laps to go in this. And, we get a really good run out of the final corner. Got nowhere to go with it. We'll push Liam. Would have probably tried to get my car through the middle of that one on the final lap. But, yeah. The whole group is back together again here. We will let Gliska into line through that. Now we will again run up the hill, but we've got nowhere to go here. They can go side by side. You can go side by side through that section, but it really is 2 cars wide. 2 cars wide, and that is it. That is all we can do at the moment. It is 2 by 2 further back as well. I think I saw. Is Longbow rejoin? No, sorry, Valentine is in this group. Longbow unfortunately not rejoined this one. Liam with a big oversteer. Damn it, I had a really good run through there, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't pass Gliska because Liam was sliding right in front of where I wanted to be. Ewan is there having a look. Ewan might try to go around the outside, but you'll really struggle to get past done through this section. This section here is really just a follow the leader section. Ewan's going to cut back on the exit, which may work, although I will now get slipstream, and we can then hold Ewan out wide through there. Well, they can clatter into each other, and that will promote me up into the lead of the race. I say momentarily, because there's a good chance there's going to be some slipstream somewhere. We will cover the inside, because yeah, defending around this circuit is easier than previous ones. Now I would expect Ewan to come soaring past on the way down the hill. That would be... Oh, Ewan clonked the inside barrier. So what I think happened, Ewan was so close to the back of my car, couldn't actually see the inside barrier. Liam, stop climbing over cars! You know what? Overtake of the day goes to Liam. I did stamp on the brakes to try and get Liam off my car, because otherwise we were going to have a real problem getting turned. But that is the best overtake I've ever witnessed. We did kind of help Liam with it, mostly because I didn't want to be trying to go into that corner with a car on my roof. Because, that's probably going to mess up the handling, really. Liam is going to not brave that one. You just don't want to brave that one if you don't have to. Much as I don't really want to brave this one, but we are going to get past before the corner, which is fine. We will head through there and take the lead of the race. Don't lose the back end on the climb up the hill. Gliska is going to get the slipstream pull. up the hill, and we'll take the lead of the race. That is absolutely fair enough. Now comes the game of don't spin the wheels. Oh, Liam's got a better run through here. That's not what I wanted. Never mind. Liam's found the edge of a bridge and did a big wheelie. I had nothing to do with that one. We gave Liam more than enough space through there. And, yeah, Liam has got away with it, though, honestly. Could have been 100 times worse, that one. Now we're into this very twisty, slow section. You've got to be so patient with the cars through here. Because it really is just one corner after another. And it's really struggled to get too much speed out of them. Looking for a way past Gliska through here. Not going to do that. We've swapped sides almost constantly down here. Can we get a good exit? Not really. The back end had its own ideas. We will now go for... I don't really want to pass on the way into here, though, because it's such a quick section through there. I don't really want to go for it. Now, I do want to sit back a little bit, because what we want to do is we want to get that run. Oh, I got the run at the wrong time. Oh, stay on the track. No. Nah. I got the run at a point I was not prepared for. And, yeah, I just watched it back on the... Yeah, I got the run at a really, really bad point. And it was either go into the back of Gliska or try to go to the outside. And, yeah, that was that. Unfortunately, looks like Ewan has taken victory in that one. Just too much speed at a point I wasn't quite expecting. It would have been an amazing... If that had got back on the circuit, that would have been astonishing. Sadly, it just bounced around in the wrong ways for us. But there you go. There you go. I say, what can we do? Yeah, I'm frustrated about that one. It's such a small error. Silly error as well. I guess we could have got on the brakes and tried, but I did figure that we would... I thought we would have the grid. I just wasn't expecting to go in that fast, to be honest. That we were going so fast. We were going so quick on that one that, yeah, just not prepared for it. Well, there we go. It's one of those. I like that track. I think it's a very good fun track to drive around. I just don't ever seem to be quick at it. Admittedly, we were at the front for a lot of that one. Just a little error at the end of it. I feel like I got on with the 770 better than I did with the Vigoro in the previous one. Got on with it a fair bit better than the Vigoro, but yeah, just couldn't quite make it work. But there we go. Right, it is that time of a GTA stream where we head into Sumo. There will be time for probably a couple of rounds of Sumo because you know, it is always good fun. It is always good fun. Unknown sumos would be fun if we had that version. Just randomly selected a car for you. Maybe you could do like an unknown sumo. Like every circle you got a different car. Like let's say you picked muscle cars, and every circle you got a different car. That would be quite an entertaining thing. I'm not going to give Amy more work to do just yet because we couldn't get Sumo working in 5M, I don't think. But, you know, at some point we will give Amy ideas. She's done so much in making a lot of the 5M stuff work. Why not give her more work to do once what we have is working? Right. Let us go and find something. Wow, are these... Is this really all there is for adversary modes left? What the bloody hell is going on? Well, I fear for these poor things. Well, I mean, I'm glad Sumo is back, but I wonder and do worry how much longer Sumo might be around. Well, I hope it doesn't go away again, because I like Sumo. And I like Sumo when it's working, to be fair. Cap, thank you very much for the bits. So, meanwhile, in NASCAR, the pace car just spun into the pit road barrels. Oh. I mean, it is funny with the safety car crashes, but that's quite an impressive one. That is quite an impressive one, I have got to say. Amazing stuff. But there we go. Right, now the way this one here will work. Filming crew will get invited first, and then I will invite all from previous job. First come, first serve. Pretty much. That is just how it will be. We are going to go for my favourite of the categories. It's off-road. You know, I always like off-road. This arena is quite fun for off-road as well. You know, I don't know if any of the filming crew are on their way. We'll give them a minute to see if any more are coming. I suspect some are probably stuck in the clouds. Cloud simulating does happen. It does happen. I'm going to say a quick cat update, but they are literally all asleep in pretty much the same pose in their 3 different spots. They are all curled up in a ball in their respective spaces, and the only difference is Cass has got his head kind of on its side, and the rest are sort of resting on their chin. That's literally... We've got 3 comfy cats. I guess it is a comfy pose for them all to be, you know, sleeping in and whatnot. Right. Well, I think the general invite shall be going out for this one. Okay, so everyone from last job, whoever gets connected, can get in. I mean, hopefully we will have... I mean, I'm expecting the team to be me, Gliska, Dangerman, and one of the other filming crew. It might be me, Gliska, Dangerman, and Longbow. It's liked that one quite a lot. Last time it was me, Dangerman, Gliska, and Chris. You know, we will see what the game decides on for this one. I mean, we know I'm going to be driving a monster truck. I expect Ewan to be driving a monster truck. I know Ewan does like the monster trucks in this category as well. Dangerman will probably be in the little June buggy thing, or FAV. That will probably... I'm saying this just from past experiences. Now I've said it, they'll probably go for other things because they don't want to prove me correct. But yeah, okay. 4 teams, first to win 2 rounds, off-road vehicles, Sumo Remix 6. Not my favourite of the arenas, but all the arenas are pretty good. The hope with the monster truck's big downside is that it's slow across the arena. It is the same team as last week. Well, me, Dangerman, and Gliska have worked together for many wins. We've got Chris in here for some added chaos. Purple team is Longbow, Ewan, Fred, and Shadow. Who has got... Oh, Liam has gone green team. That's normally it puts all the filming crew together. I was expecting it to be 2 filming crew, but no. Fred and Liam have ended up sort of swapped on this one. Let's see what can happen. I'm sure Chris will be in something silly and will be causing... I mean, the Rusty Rebel would be the silly thing, but I don't think Chris likes that, so I don't think it will be as bad as the Primo. I mean, already team composition from the 2 vehicles I can see, it looks like it's me and like a Camacho, which, yeah, this is a pretty good team composition, actually. Camacho is pretty good at defeating buggies. Monster Truck is pretty good at defeating Camachos because it rolls them over. And the buggies are good at beating monster trucks. So, yeah, we've got a good team composition. Small man's in a monster truck. And I'm going to guess that's Ewan, yeah. So there are 3 monster trucks around the place. There's a few buggies. There's a few other things for good luck. Oh. Okay, well, we tried to throw Longbow out of the arena. Whoa. Oh! So many people died, and we did not. That is the strength of a monster truck. Is they climb over cars. We were very close to going out of that one. There is no doubt about it. We were very, very close going out of that one. But a monster truck can climb. And, you know, that is its big strength. I really wanted to try and push Cora out, but I couldn't do it. The purple monster truck danced around, and I was, you know, hoping to give it a punt. However, we were not able to. Oh. I mean, we are just whizzing around. No real aim at the moment. I feel like for a lot of this, for the monster trucks, the goal currently is just to survive these sections. Hey, Chris. How's it going? And not get physicked away into the abyss. Gliska has arrived, tried to push a monster truck. Didn't really do very much. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. Oh. Yep. We might be in trouble here. It's not the biggest distance we've got to cover, but I think we have got to get a move on. Oh, that was a very good hit from Gliska on Longbow. Yeah, that was a very good hit. No, we are going to be alright making it here. Oh. Well, we are into the circle. That's the bit that matters. That's the bit that we wanted. Salmon has exploded. There are 3 orange, purple, and pinks, and there are 2 green vehicles left. All 3 monster trucks still are going. Oh, I wanted to try to put the trophy truck over. Couldn't do it. No, didn't put the messer kind of where I was hoping to put it in terms of eliminating it. Oh, I think this is about to get a bit messy, and we bounced. We did not push in the way I thought. Yeah, I don't think we didn't hit with enough speed to do that. Well, Pink are in a very strong position. It's fallen to Chris. God. Never what you want. Never what you want. Honestly, I mean, the hope with the monster trucks, sometimes you can get away with the low-speed hits because they've just got enough mass. Well, Chris is gone. That's a lot of things are gone. I'm going to presume Pink team have won. Nope. I thought that was like the end of game sound was going on, but it wasn't. Lewis, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying, after watching for about 7 years, I caught a live. Oh, well, welcome to your first live stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying some GTA. And thank you also so much for having been watching the videos and everything for so long. Kat is going to be very lucky and get away with that one. Fred is very unlucky and doesn't get away with that one. Because they were I thought they were in the circle enough to get away with it. Ewan is in a very difficult spot here because basically Pink team can sacrifice cars to take out Ewan. And, you know, it doesn't matter to them as long as one of them makes it into the circle. Ewan has done a good job here so far of pushing them around. Now, they will struggle here to deal with Ewan in many ways. Can we please keep it safe for YouTube, Ewan? Plus point for a monster truck. In these circles, you can still get away with the monster truck climbing over vehicles and parking on top of them. And being in the circles, you can do it. It's difficult though. Now this circle here is too small for the monster truck to climb over something. Plus point for Ewan now is if Ewan can push these vehicles out of the way, he's not going to have the momentum. Oh, does have the momentum. I think Pink still won it. Ewan almost did an amazing thing. That would have been the round victory of the century right there, but. Oh no, they all died. Ewan did do it. Everybody exploded, and it was given to Purple Team. Honestly, fair enough. Ewan did almost do a very, very, very astonishing thing. They did all explode. It probably should have gone to Pink Team by virtue of everybody died, and I don't actually know who was closest to the centre of the circle. We've never really figured out how the game determines who wins those when everybody dies, which is a bit of a shame because it feels like a bit of a lucky dip. We did believe at one point that it was to do with who had the least damage on their vehicle, but I don't know if that's true either. I always assumed it was whoever was closest to the centre of whoever was closest to the circle, but that doesn't seem to be the case normally. So yeah, I don't know. Either way, Purple Team have got to be crashed into. That is the rules. Oh no. We tried to give a punt to the monster truck, but didn't really do very much. And now we're parked on top of Shadow. Oh. I mean, pink and green team, I'm not too fussed about. You know, pink and green team, I'm happy to let them live for the moment. They, you know, we will want to beat them. We want to win. But more importantly, is we need to eliminate the purple vehicles, the dastardly purple trucks. I don't know whether I've chucked Longbow out the top there. No! I'm going to die! Oh, we got into the circle. Shadow is gone. That was almost the best takeout I've ever done in a monster truck. I don't think I've ever managed to launch someone off the top of the map there. It's very rare to see it done as well. So, yeah. That would have been so cool. That would have been so very cool, but we couldn't quite do it. Oh, punted a green truck over. I mean, we're not going to be taking anybody out from up here. We're just going to climb over some vehicles. Oh, Cat got punted wide by Gliska, I think. 4 green vehicles remain. 4 orange still remain. It's the purple ones that we are most concerned about here. So we will probably focus on those. Although, you know, if opportunities present themselves, I need to disconnect. It's one of the downsides. If you do start rolling somebody, sometimes you just get your vehicle stuck in a really awkward way. Oh, no. Lots of pink vehicles went. All of pink team have been eliminated. I'm just going to say now, folks, we do need to worry about purple team here. Oh, for God's sake. Tried to hook my vehicle to push Longbow, but we flipped Longbow really well. However, oh, we're going to struggle to get to this circle, I think. I'm going to kill myself, but I'm going to wipe out purple. Well, sacrifices were made. I think it was worth it. Unfortunately, Chris was on the wrong side. We made sure purple team didn't win, but we wiped out a lot of people. Huh? I thought green team was still alive. What? What? Green team had 2 people in, and purple team got given a vic. No, that is absolutely false. That's just what? That's complete bollocks. I'm sorry, but no, green team won that round. Green team absolutely won that round. That's very upsetting. That's very upsetting indeed. Well, there we go. Purple team are cheating, and yeah, poor showing from the like the first round was a bit cheesy, but that one was just completely broken. We haven't seen Sumo completely broken for a while. But yeah, well, amazing stuff. I'm actually disappointed because that was a really good wipe. I wiped out half of purple team in that one, which I thought was quite good. Honestly disappointed by that one. That was, yeah, that should have been better. Drake's asked if for sedans. You know what, we can run sedans. I haven't run sedans for a while. So sure. Rapid makes a very good point. Is it really Sumo if it's not broken though? That is true. Sumo has got to be a little bit broken. I can stand a little bit broken. That's just incomprehensibly broken. Who would have thought Rockstar have broken more things again? Shock horror. Shock horror indeed. But there we have it. Oh, Longbow is. I think the game just broke on that one. So, yeah, we're gonna not worry about that too much and move on to some sedans, which should be fine. Which should be all right. There are no banned cars for this one. They're all, well, I mean, there are a couple of ones better than others, but sort of Shafter is better for speed. I think it's Super Diamond, or one of them is Cognoscenti is probably better for heft, for moving. Oh God, we're gonna have a primo on our team, aren't we? Oh. Oh. We might as well have. I say that. We say that, and yet the Primo has... I think the Primo has survived around a couple of times, but... This is why it was requested for sedans, because they know we're gonna have Chris in a Primo. I'm hoping I can say it enough that Chris will do something to not fall with stereotypes, but I don't think that's the case somehow. We will see, but I suspect. Yeah. Okay, we've got a Shafter, a Fugitive. I'm hoping we've got a... Yes, okay, we've got a Cognoscenti, which is good. Just got to cash into Chris for a little bit, and then we will get on with our game. Yeah, the Cognoscenti's pretty good. The Shafter's pretty good. Fugitive's a solid enough choice. Primo's crap. Super Diamond is a big car, quite heavy, can be a little bit leery at times. That's my team. Hopefully... Oh, no! I mean, we got Orange out. Green have had a terrible first set. Normally, a lot of cars survive. It's normally most cars survive the first circle. That one we lost 3. 2 of them green. That's okay. Right. The other big plus point with the Shafter is speed. Speed across the arena is very, very helpful indeed. Oh, Ewan got saved by some... Gliska has gone off. I'm going to guess gone off the top, probably. Didn't see what was going on. Should have maybe tried to save my teammate. Could have done. Okay, green can go that way round. We all might struggle to make it now. Yeah, none of us are making it, I don't think, across the circle. I mean, we've got rid of 2 of them. I mean, we are the fastest car from this little group. But we are all gone anyway. I mean, if we had got away from the pushing on Cat, got away from that, we would have been okay to get ourselves across the arena. But Shadow then tried to saw the opportunity to try and kill me, and in the end, we all just lost too much time, which is one of those dumb things. We probably shouldn't have got involved with that battle. Really, it was a bit of a needless battle. Danger Man is going to survive. Pink have lost 2 of their cars. Orange are in a pretty good spot here, although it's not too bad. I was not a bully as such. It wasn't like I was specifically targeting you the whole game. Just there was an opportunity, and I couldn't quite use it. Couldn't quite utilise the Shafter's power in that. Is Danger Man going to try and hold Salmon out at the top of the arena? Maybe. No, not quite. Just kind of get into the circle. Sometimes, I mean, you will see one of the strategies used on this. If you get to the circle early, you kind of park up at the top of the hill, and then you want to use the momentum and use some gravity going down into the circle. That can work. You would mistimed that one completely. Danger Man probably... I mean, yeah, they want to... Basically, Danger Man kind of wants to work with anybody to get rid of the orange cars, because that's sort of the slightly bigger threat at the moment. You don't want to end up with a 2v1 against orange team. Ewan's done... Well, Ewan almost did a clever thing against Danger Man on that one, but not quite. Of course, the goal blocking a car out from the circle. Now, there has been a loss of the green team. Will the Sumo even get the scores right this time? Very good question. Can Danger Man... Oh, okay, it's 1v1v1. Salmon has been eliminated. It is going to be... Oh, Danger Man could be in trouble here. Does make it work. Everyone's going to survive. Okay. Danger Man was almost in trouble on that one. That was a bit close. The downside for the Fugitive is it doesn't really have the same speed as the Shafter or the same weight and momentum as the Cognoscenti. From back here, I would expect Danger Man to go for... No, I mean, they're kind of just going for a race across the arena. Ewan's gone for a really big hit on Valentine, and it's not quite worked for anyone. Oh, Danger Man's going to really struggle to get in the circle. Ewan's gone. Danger Man tried to get Ewan out. Couldn't quite do it with the hit from behind. However, Ewan was pinned out of the circle. Now it becomes orange versus purple. here? Who will be victorious between Danger Man and Valentine? Now, what is going to be the plan here? Danger Man is going for the park it. Nah, they'll both make it into here. Valentine is held on the edge a little bit, but it's not enough to really do all too much. So we've got one more regular circle, and then it goes to the kind of tiebreaker round. The Cognoscenti would probably be the car that I would want in the tiebreaker round. However, oh, you fool. Never mind. No tiebreak necessary. I know exactly what happened. You were looking backwards, weren't you? You were looking back to see where Danger Man was, and you didn't look at the pit. Yeah. Or you didn't realise there was a pit there at all. Either or. We've all done it. I'm not going to lie. We have all done it at some point. But, oops. Oops, indeed. Yeah. And unfortunately, it was all caught on camera because I was long since out. Long since eliminated. So we got to watch that one. Yeah, the key is very much not to do it on camera. But there we go. Right. Let's try again. I'm going to try and not get distracted killing Cat. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. I'm slightly worried I'm going to push Chris into the into the water at some point. Like, actually put Chris out doing that. While as funny as it is, I don't actually want to kill my teammate. Although Chris did get bounced around a lot in this first area. Not going to be able to do enough to that one. We need to hit a lot harder. Right. Oh, where are we going? We're going to go on that one. I mean, there's no crazy rush. We still have time. I have a fast car, so we can bide our time getting there a little bit. I mean, if anybody dares go for our primo, we will have to try and defend it. That was really working on trying to defend primo just in case. I don't actually know if they were going to go for it. There was more protection of the primo. Cat has been eliminated in this one. Now, don't get caught up with a silly battle like we did last time. As tempting as it is, let's not get caught up in silly battles. I might just whiz across here and try and get to the arena safely. The orange car very much thought about going after Danger Man, who was aware of the hazards. Hey, Liam. Oh, hey, Gliska. I was going to try and block one of the incoming cars, but I didn't. I would have tried to block one of the incoming cars, only I was worried I was going to end up blocking Gliska, so I kind of bailed on that plan. Alright, leave Gliska alone. We will... Oh! Hold on! Christ, that was close. Again, Shadow almost killed us. This time we got away with it. Purple cars are all rushing across the arena here, crazily. That is a big hit. Oh no! Oh. Danger Man's gone. Pink team have lost 2 cars. Oh, Gliska almost pinned us out, but thankfully did not. Right, I guess they leave the primo alone. We can spin that. I mean, I don't know whether... Longbow should still be able to recover and get across here in time, I would have thought. While the spin would have cost them a little bit of time, I don't think it'll be enough to really stop them. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, Longbow has gone. Okay, cool. Well, that works. Gliska, once again, almost killed me. Thankfully did not. Okay, well, we've slowed down an orange car. Everybody's just darted off across that way. Sure. Okay, you lot do that. I'm fine. I'm fine with that one. I mean, we really want to... oh, well, that works. They have gone. Both of those have gone. It is 3 purple cars versus Drake. I mean, you know what we can just do here? You lot go. I will keep this car busy. We want the Primo to win. Primo, do it! Do it for Primo kind! Go, Chris, go! when it's 3v1, you can afford to do that. I just wanted the Primo to survive. As much as we laugh and we joke about the Primo, we will try and help our teammate win with a Primo when we can. And that one there was a legit victory for Purple Team. There was no cheesing in, well, I mean, Valentine did fall down a pit, but otherwise, it was no cheesing. Good job, Chris. We got a Primo to the end. That is what we like. But I mean, Drake was always going to be in a terrible, terrible place on that one. When it's 3v1, and yeah, we are in a position to be able to do that. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Drake's best bet would have been to try and get out of the circle really quickly and get across there so that we didn't have a chance to do that. Because if you can get to the circle first, then we can't block you from getting to it, essentially. I mean, you're still likely to get crowded out, but yeah. Salmon missed me and killed a pink car. Yeah, I got quite lucky at the end of that one. Salmon ended up killing the pink team car rather than me. Carted them out wide. So, yeah. there is that. Right, we will just do that. What do we fancy doing? I mean, what do we want to go for? That is the question here. We could go for an open round, sure. Okay, there are some rules for this. With the open one, you can use whatever car you want from whatever category. You are not allowed to use the Revolta, Raiden, or Neon, and the Cyclone and XA21. Those are the cars that are not allowed, simply because otherwise everybody would be in those and there's no real fun. There are still some strong cars to choose from, but yeah, those are the vehicles that are not allowed. You can go for a monster truck, you can go for a Camacho, you can go for a supercar. It is entirely up to you. I somehow get the feeling Chris is going to be in a Primo, but you know, we will see. We will see what happens. Yeah, I mean, monster truck, I will drive it because I like driving it. It has its moments of being astonishingly good. It has its moments of being complete garbage. In this rule set, with the open category of car, it is tougher for a monster truck to be good, mostly because more vehicles will scoop it up. The supercars will go under it. The sports classics will go under it. They can spin it. But every so often, the monster truck will pull off an amazing feat. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows what might happen? I mean, it's Sumo at the end of the day. So we will see in this one. There is the beautiful, wonderful monster truck. Not sure what I was looking at on my team from a rear corner. Of course, there is the Primo. Okay, we've got an all-track. And a Hot Ring Sabre. Okay, that's an interesting group of cars. There goes the little Primo doing its dance, having a whale of a time. Boing! It's gone so high. Oh, I just went straight up. It didn't really do anything else other than just send us straight up. Well, you can go over. Hello. I am parked on top of you now, and I am now going this way. And we are just climbing around. All is good in the world. Now the monster truck. Thank you. I did need to turn around, so it is appreciated. The monster truck does need to get a move on, really, because it needs to get across the arena. It does need to get across to some circles. Oh! And Fred's gone. Boing. Hello, Chris. That was me. Oh, monster trucks are flying everywhere. Hey! Ewan's gone. The other monster truck is no more. We can spin around. Hello. And zoom. And zoom. Oh, yeah. That is the thing that's annoying, unfortunately. We should still get it across the arena. Against, like, the SUVs, we can hit really hard. We can actually really, really damage stuff. We can absolutely send things flying, like that one. Oh, well, we're a flipped cat. And I don't know whether the SUV thing we hit exploded. It did. We've been wiping stuff out, honestly. We have been doing some good work. Unfortunately, Danger Man has gone. Longbow can get a punt from a monster truck. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do much to the Ardent here. Nah, I mistimed it. Mistimed that one completely. Whoop. Hey, Longbow. Hey, Chris. I am parked. Can't move me. Hello, Gliska. And Chris. And everything. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Right, we need to get a move on here. And boing. It's just... It just doesn't care about some crashes in this, which is brilliant. Right. Although then other times it does that sort of thing, where it does care. Oh, I wouldn't get in the circle anyway. Unfortunately, I couldn't. See, that's the thing. Sometimes it does amazing things, and then sometimes when you go to slam into the side of a sports car, it just bounces off it like it's made of rubber. It's really, really erratic. Yeah. Against this field, with so many low-slung cars, Monster Truck probably a bad idea, but it's just too fun. It is just far too fun to be passing up, essentially. So yeah, it is not so it's not so helpful. Not so helpful. But oh, and off goes Drake. Orange team have not had a good time. The last of the filming crew was Shadow on green team. I was going to try and have a look, see what's going on. Shadow's fallen off anyway. So it's orange versus purple, maybe? Yep. Okay. Well, it is an SG1 or SG001 or something like that, can't remember, versus two ore tracks. Purple are trying to bully... So they've got to be careful because they have still got to get across the arena. I think everyone can still make this in terms of time. Don't know if Purple are going to go for a sacrifice play. Possibly not. Oh, almost. It was a really good idea. Cora's going to have to really go for it. Good work. Good work. It's SC1. I never remember the name of all of the things. What Cora would have wanted to do was push the SC1 into the pit. If they could have got that hit off, would have been perfect. However, just not quite there. But there we go. Now, oh, you do not want to stop there. That's not ideal. Oh. I mean, again, good work to still find a way to get the car into the circle. However, this is always going to be very difficult against two cars. And the only plus point really is Purple can end up working against themselves because they're both fighting for an equally small spot. Oh, Cora has got away with that one. Now, will Purple be able to do anything? No, I think Cora's in trouble, and they are. Yeah, Purple did it well. Purple did a very good job there. Cora did also well to stay alive as a 2v1 for as long as they did, but without the momentum at the end there, it's just so difficult. It's just so very, very difficult to push those vehicles out of the way. Longbow saying the SC1 is the M1 homage they made. Yeah, I think that would make sense. I don't know. There have been some cool kind of homage custom cars and all of that. I can't say. I'm trying to remember the M1 one that they did, because I remember the 3-litre CS. Was it 3-litre CSL CSI Batmobile one? I remember that homage one they did that was very cool. But yeah, there's the Primo. Oh, look at the wheelie! Okay, that was very cool. That was very cool indeed. Also, Fred has had a hell of a flight path through that one. Oh, we are tumbling over and flipping some vehicles around. Right, now I do believe it is purple team that needs to be defeated. Or I just need to do cool stunts. Honestly, I'm fine with just cool stunts. Cool stunts are fun. There was a big wheelie from a pink car there. Danger Man is going to get across into the circle. We're going to arrive in the circle. Whoop. Slightly out of control. Hello, Valentine. How's it going? I'm going this way now. Hey, Ewan. We can crash into you and do a very, very big wheelie again. I mean, it is fun. It is fun doing the big wheelies in this. Oh, God. Physics got very confused there with Cora making... Yeah. He really didn't know what to do with that crash. Right. I mean, I do want to blast across the arena. I don't really want to be cutting it too fine here, if we can help it. Right. Push! Oh, dear. What's happened is we have been pushed, although we have got the car on the ground this time, and we will be fine. Oh, okay. Well, that also works. Hello, purple team. How are you doing? Well, I guess we can just climb over Longbow that way. That's fine. That's fine. Hello, Chris. Less than... No, sorry, not Longbow. That was Valentine in that one. Less ideal. Right, my goal is to try and punt the other monster truck out, which has worked, but I think Ewan will get back into the circle. We hit quite hard. There is the loss of one vehicle. So far, a lot of vehicles are surviving to this time in the event, which is unusual, to say the least. They're probably not going to survive this circle, because now the circles start getting so small that survival is considerably more difficult. Well, hey, Longbow. Right. Yeah, I mean, I might not have the speed to get into that one. Yeah, we just got tangled with Longbow a little bit. Yeah, I don't... As much as I love the monster truck, just too many SC1s and Nor tracks are just gonna cause issues, although Longbow has been immediately dumped out again. Yeah, I don't really think there's much more I could have done in that one, to be honest, at that point. Oh, well, Chris has killed a good car. Well, it falls to a Primo. And the Primo's dead. So, there we go. That is the end of Chris. Well, I guess we're cheering on Green Team to do this. Ewan is... Well, and Green Team have. Fair enough. Well done, Green Team. They have taken victory. It was not your finest piece of driving, was it, Chris? I mean, yeah. There we go. Well done, Green Team. Anyway, they have taken a round victory. So that is something. We will go into the next round. Hope for some luck. Hope for a miracle. I mean, we did well in the sedan round. Can't expect to do well. And also, we've got such a terrible... Well, we've got a silly team composition. I'm driving a monster truck because I like it. Chris is driving a Primo because they like it. Glisker and Danger Man are driving some different things that don't often get driven. But yeah, it is very silly. Oh, okay. This time we're going to be a motorbike for a while. Right, we've done the usual pink team. Oh, that was a cool flip. Pink team crashing into each other part. Hello, do not mind me. I am here. I have just come to say hello. And, well, we're being bumped around by various stuff. Oh, I mean, we can drive across Glisker, and that's no problem. It's like I really want to line up the shots on, like, Fred and Valentine and anybody in a slightly taller car, because we can punt them for miles. Oh, I wasn't expecting the punt from Danger Man, if I'm honest. But never mind. Oh, Ewan has gone for a really big flight. Oh. Well, Salmon tried. Didn't really do very much to us in that one. We are still in the circle, which is all good. Right, Kamasho. Kamasho is not normally the one that's too bad for me to deal with. That thing can be. But, you know, you can all fight each other. I don't really mind too much. Small man can deal with the other monster truck. Right. I mean, that might actually kill me doing that, but it's way too fun to pass up. Oh, Fred got back in the circle. Like, if I see a big tall-sided vehicle and I'm in a monster truck, I'm never passing up that opportunity at full speed. It's just too good. It's just too fun to send them flying. And, yeah, that Fred did manage to recover. Fred is also very spooked about what the monster truck can do. You know, probably rightfully so there, really. Valentine is turning up, but he's not going to be able to do much to me because we're sat on top of everybody. So far, all vehicles remain. All vehicles have survived until now. Well, I fear that might be the end for us. Now it really is. Yep, we're done. Because I couldn't get unstuck, and now we're never getting across the arena in time. No, we're not doing it. The downside of a monster truck. To be fair, I think a lot of cars aren't making it anyway in this one. A lot of vehicles are out. Yeah, that is the problem. We can park on top of stuff and survive, but this arena, it's just too difficult getting across it. I mean, Orange are in a pretty good spot, although Orange are busy fighting against a Primo, which is probably not what they need to worry about, if I'm honest with you. You really need to worry maybe against the Kamasho. Primo's not going to do much against your supercars, but the Kamasho could. Chris was never going to make that one. You know, he's always going to be unlucky. I mean, I personally would have been happy to leave the Kamasho stuck on the roof of the car rather than try to put it in a pit and, you know, just get one of the Orange cars across. Orange team have got the advantage of you can just sacrifice the car. However, the sacrifice play has not worked, and well, Valentine has done that, done that a bit wrong. Although, Cora has unfortunately not got that back into the circle. Ooh. Well, Valentine has done the difficult part. I did say the Kamasho was probably the threat, and they should probably have focused on the Kamasho and not really worried about the Primo. Now, the Ardent can go under the Kamasho. However, the Kamasho's probably got a bit more pushing power. Okay, yeah. Cat's not going to be able to push it out of the circle there. There's no point in doing it at this point, because it's just not going to go anywhere. Kamasho has gone the wrong way by the looks of it. I'm going to try and find out. The Kamasho, if it hits the side of the Ardent, it's going to hit really hard. While the Ardent hits the side of it, it's going to just go underneath it. Oh, and that was some mispositioned. Yeah, again, the Kamasho can just climb over and park on top of the Ardent. I guess that works. I guess that is one way to do it. So the Kamasho can kind of do what a monster truck does in some ways. Like, this is kind of like a monster truck light battle here. The Ardent goes underneath the Kamasho. The Kamasho does hit very hard if it hits the side of it. Neither really able to do very much there. And again, well, I mean, it's in the circle. I guess ultimately the Kamasho will lose if it has to climb on top of the Ardent, because the top will close down on the circle. So the Kamasho is actually really struggling to do any pushing here because it just keeps climbing over. This is the issue you get with the monster truck sometimes. But if it can ever get a push going on, it could do quite well. Cat has got underneath it. I mean, it's a good... This is a really difficult thing to shuffle out of the arena, that one. And you've got to be really careful you don't spin yourself out of the arena while trying to position against the Kamasho. Kamasho's got a good angle there. Cat's in trouble and Cat is gone. Purple team will win. Good work by Valentine on that one. Very, very good work. Very difficult to deal with the cars always going underneath you in all of that. Well, Valentine makes up for their slightly blind moment. And that will be the end of Sumo today. Pink team did not do very well. Purple team take victory in this round. Purple only lost one round all stream. Purple was the team to be on, it would seem, regardless of what vehicles and so on we were doing. But there we go. Well, I hope you have all enjoyed some more GTA 5. We always have fun with this one. It is always a good game, always an entertaining stream in here. So yeah, hope you had fun for your Sunday evening. Of course, a very big thank you to those who donated and those who subscribed. It is always very, very much appreciated indeed. The generosity is always greatly appreciated. I will be back next week with some more streams for you. I'll be back on Wednesday with some RimWorld. I hope to see you folks there. We will be rebuilding from the devastation that was the last RimWorld stream. But yes, there will be some streams for you next week. But that is going to be it. Yeah, for this evening. Of course, thank you all very much for watching, for spending your evening, your afternoon, your morning with us here in some GTA, with the usual GTA nonsense, pretty much. But yeah, I will be back another time. Until then, though, goodbye.